care about the money.
Yeah. Well, when we get 100,000 viewers, dude, and
World's Finals only has 6,000 viewers. Isn't that pretty embarrassing?
what?
That's like,
Isn't it just streaming on like two sites, right? Are you looking at YouTube or Twitch?
oh, they have YouTube as well? Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, I was looking at Twitch.
I think it had like the same amount of views on YouTube.
I mean, that's double. That still doesn't seem like a lot. I thought the game had like 40 million players.
Bro, what? Have you never watched coverage before? Nobody watches it.
No, I know, but it's Worlds. It's surprising. Wait, I literally don't think they're streaming on Magic. I'm on their channel. Wait,
Well,
is it
it's on
maybe it's
Play
on Play
MTG.
MTG or something?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I'll post. I think I got it live.
It has 9,000 on YouTube. So 15,000 people are watching.
Never mind. We're going live. It's the top 4. It's the last. So. Seth versus Derek Davis. Okay, now we're live, so don't say anything embarrassing at this point.
Wait. Yeah, good plan.
Yeah, and try and be really impressive because Watsy might watch this to decide if they should hire you. And,
Okay.
I'm doing a pretty good job with the charisma in my voice already.
I'll do my best.
Yeah. Well, I will say one thing when I was watching coverage so far, I was doing a lot of fast forwarding because I just look at the hands and I'd be like, oh, I can't or it'd be like turn 3 and I'd just be like, yeah, the game is over. Fast forward because it is kind of like the phoenix. Like if somebody has an artist talent or a monument down, it's just like Jover in like 5 seconds. You know what I mean? So it's just like, so we'll see. I mean, I'm not saying the games aren't interesting or whatever, but you see what I'm saying, co-commentator.
Well, not really. What are you trying to
Well, let's
say?
say
That the
someone
game's
goes turn
incredibly
2 artist
snowbally?
talent, turn 3 monument, and the game's just over, but it's gonna take like 4 more turns, so you just fast forward it.
I mean, not necessarily, right? Like, I don't know. Like, we saw in standard with the last bounce spell, the Into the Flood mod, that like people can kind of recover if they play expensive spells. Like I saw I don't know who it was, maybe Pardee, like level his talent all the way up, and then like he bounced it, and then he was kind of back to 0. Now obviously that was a little bit of an unlucky game because he didn't have that much going on in his hand. But it's not like there's 0 counterplay to that deck. If you're playing against something that can't really interact with artifacts and enchantments, that's probably true. Like you're right, if you curve talent into monument, your
Like, I mean,
opponent's
if they don't have
not going to put
interaction,
them.
like obviously if they abrade it or like do something, then they could be in the game. But I mean, like the game where they go talent into monument and the other guy's sitting there, like, you know what I mean? Not
Sure, they're playing looting or
to
something,
stop
and they
it.
don't really have that many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see, but it'll be interesting, I guess. So let's see what's going on here. Looks like it's game 1. And
Yeah, it's just game 1, which is cool.
I mean, let's see if my claims are true. I mean, I'm looking at the board now for the first
Yeah,
time.
yeah. He has the talent. He has the monument.
And like, look what Derek has. Well, because Derek's deck, for the ignorant people listening who haven't even looked at the deck list, Derek doesn't have monument or artist talent. He's playing like just the
Right.
He's got Eddie.
Yeah, so these are pretty. It's like the CFB deck that has the monument, and I guess the Akira player that found it supposedly way outperformed the regular license deck. So based on data, this deck is like way better than the other, than Derek's version.
I mean, to be fair, probably the CFB players might have a boosted win.
They're also better, right? Yeah.
But I mean,
that's why I would take it with a grain of salt.
Deck, and also seem like it seems better in the mirror because it kind of looks like playing Phoenix, like without time walk for it's just hard for Derek doesn't have a lot of interaction for monument or talent. Derek's not that good at it.
Yeah, it can only bounce it. Then it can just replay the card. Probably 3 monuments. GG.
Yeah. What's just Derek doesn't really have great threats. Like what's his top end? I have to pull up the list, but it's Eddie Mer Crab. Sorry.
Yeah, 2 crabs, yeah. The whole deck doesn't really have good threats. Seth is just very loosely tapping his mana. Like he just taps River for no reason.
Yeah, well actually probably he's actually next leveling you because you think he's tapping it for no reason. But he's like, my hand's already on top of it and it doesn't matter, so he just continues gliding it sideways.
Doesn't make any sense.
Well, probably like it's you know, he's saving efficiency. You know what I mean? He's like he's trying to keep track. He's thinking about his monuments, right? And he's like the mana doesn't
I mean,
really
I
matter.
guess.
So, I mean, yeah, probably he's being too fast. He needs to slow down. That's what, look at this. Wow, that's value.
It looks like he's under too much pressure. Like, what's even going on in this battlefield? He's been playing Magic for like 15 years.
What do you mean? He's just like the well, what is this that messy? Well, it's because the triggers are weird. Was the monument and the artist talent,
Yeah,
and
yeah. No,
this was
not
high
that. Like
risk.
the graveyard.
Yeah, this was high risk doing commentary because now I realize how bad it is. So people are gonna be like, "Man, you guys are horrible."
That's true. Yeah, we could be the worst to ever do it.
Yeah,
That's the calculated risk you have to take.
like this is what the commentary. You're like, yeah, it's hard to keep track of monument and talent. So anyway, I mean, this is actually where you have to be the skill of the commentator because like it's just the game looks pretty Jover. I mean, that's what they'd be like. Yeah, is there anything Derek can do here? I mean, I can't see how many cards Derek, what's his name, Seth has in hand, but you know, it looks like they're just going through the motions.
Yeah, I mean,
Guard this
Derek has
stuff.
no pressure. Like I don't.
Well, he has a level 3 talent, so that's kind of
That's
cool,
true,
I
but he
guess.
only has two cards in hand. I mean, I guess like if he rips the accumulated knowledge card, like that could maybe be something. Accumulated wisdom. Yeah, I mean, I guess if Seth completely
That's
runs out of
interesting.
steam, he could lose this game. It would be a pretty wild series of events for that to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and look at the deck list to see what Derek has. Maybe oh yeah, game 2, so maybe game 1. Because yeah, there's not too many abrades or whatever. There might be some annuls. Um, and stuff. But yeah, it's also like if you think about it, like Derek's not as good at doing proactive stuff in the early game because like it's not just that Seth has artist talent and monument to pressure Derek, but Derek also just doesn't like have stuff he can do that's scary for Seth as much. Like yeah, I mean obviously he can play the what's it called? He can do talent boomerang or whatever. But you see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Derek has a hard
Oh,
time
I get what you mean.
yeah, spending his mana that effectively. It's kind of like looking at like a good version of Phoenix versus a bad version, and then I guess kind of tough in the mirror to win was the worst version maybe, or I don't know if worse is the right word, but at least in this
Like playing a Phoenix Mirror, but somebody doesn't have what would the card even like Ledger Shredder
well, it's like
a
playing the
while
Phoenix
ago?
here and they don't have like the right cantrips or whatever.
Oh, he has it. All right, now this is threatening, right? This is like the scary start. I mean, if I was playing against Seth, I play Tapland on one, or Seth plays Tapland on one, and I have that kind of nuts start, right? It's like okay, maybe I can win on the
Yeah, I mean he
play.
could win. I don't know if you
I just
saw
play
the
Grand
game.
Round. Sure, sure.
I don't know if you saw earlier when it was Seth against Ken on the Reanimator deck. I don't know if you saw that
Yeah,
game.
I saw.
Yeah, and Ken's deck just didn't do anything those games.
Yeah, it just didn't do anything. Yeah, it was pretty sad.
So there was kind of some weird games at the end. I don't know if the like hand trackers were wrong, but like at one point it looked like he had two 8 drops in hand, but he discarded a land. Um, I don't know. I guess that's
Yeah.
like commentary to refer to past games, but I couldn't tell if the hand tracker was wrong, but it's kind of weird. And also, like he named Spider was the cavern when like if he had 8 drop in hand, he could have maybe just named the demon and tried to go for it. But I mean, I guess
Well, he never got to 8 mana. And I mean, that's a different game, but
well, it's like I think he
it's
discarded a land. It might have missed a land, but anyway, I guess nobody wants to know about a past
oh,
game
interesting.
here. Yeah. Let's see. Do we? It's popping off in the chat. We got a bunch of people here to keep entertained.
How's the audio in the stream?
I don't know.
Is
I
it
didn't
good?
test it at all. I mean, I assume it's working.
Yeah.
Otherwise, somebody might say something.
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know.
It'd be funny if it's quiet. Anyway, let's see.
Yeah,
So
it might be a
yeah.
little quiet. Yeah.
So let's see. As you were saying, it was a pretty good start for Derek. He has his talents and stuff,
Right.
and he can
And Seth had to use his mana killing his Grand. So Seth's not really. Like, I don't know. If Seth goes untap Monument, like, is he gonna win this game? Like, he might, right? But he doesn't have
Well,
any cost reducer if he does that.
depends. If Derek
Okay, the
taps
audio's
out, he
good.
could just play the
That's good.
Pyroclasm, right?
Uh, yeah, that's true. If he has the
Because you have
Pyroclasm
one
here,
damage
he's
to
like
everything.
definitely in a good position.
So
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't have it though.
um, yeah, and like, I mean,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was gonna say I saw the Pyroclasm do a lot of work in this tournament.
Yeah, Iroh's demonstrated. I mean, it makes sense. It's pretty good at clearing away the otter tokens and
Yeah,
with
there's not a lot of ops. You know what I mean? People are kind of tapping out.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it just works on curve, right? They go like talent, boomerang, talent, and then you get to clear it. I mean, that's one
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. No, but even on turn three, like in this game, I mean,
Well,
now
you mean
Seth
like
isn't really under.
yeah? I mean, it's
Oh
hard to
yeah,
keep
wow.
mana up, and there's not that. It's not like he has opt or spell pierce, right? Like most of the one mana
That yeah,
spells.
that's what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah. So I saw
but
that
I
some
mean,
guy
also
had opt.
if you
Yeah,
how many ops was he playing? Like
like two,
four? Was he two? I
I think, at
mean,
the
that's
most.
probably that's good against the Pyroclasm.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say? Uh, Man, I would get fired from YC right now. I'd be like tapping. I had something really interesting to say, but now I forgot it. Oh man. Oh.
Unfortunately,
Uh,
maybe he could come back.
oh no, yeah, I was gonna say like one of the interesting things about the Storm Chaser's talent is that like it's not really that good of a blocker, so it kind of makes you like the card works better if you're aggressive and attacking. That's kind of an interesting
Right.
thing about the Izzet decks. Like it kind of incentivizes you to want to be aggressive because like
Hmm.
you're gonna play, for talents, and it just doesn't work as
Yeah.
well in a controlling deck uh, compared to an aggressive deck. So that's kind of funny, I guess. Uh, yeah. So let's see what's going on. I mean, here's what I was talking about. I mean, a few moments ago you were saying, look, it's Derek's best start, and now look what's happened here. There's a
Right.
talent.
Right. It looks like really weak. I mean, Derek did have to level up his talent, but even so, like he just can't follow up the talent with more ways to pressure him.
Yeah, I
You're
mean,
just
the
going
dagger
talent
storm
into
doesn't
talent.
really do anything. Like the problem is
Right. Right. Right.
the problem is like yeah, it's like about affecting the board. Like Derek doesn't have that many good ways to like affect the board really, whereas Stats can just like a lot of the things he's doing with his mana is just air basically is what I mean. Like it's
Right. Right.
Phoenix
It's
with
it's
no
just it's
time
just
lock. It's just
cycling.
all treasure cruises. Yeah,
Like look at this play. He's picking up his card draw spell. Like Seth is using his mana to develop an entire game plan here, right?
yeah. So it's just over. I mean, it's like Phoenix, but like when you don't have a win con, so you're just drawing more cards. But like
Right.
you're
Right.
not drawing to anything because like your opponent's doing the same thing except for they're actually impacting the board. Like it's kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah, you need like a kind of a way to convert drawing like you need a way to convert drawing the cards into doing something. And like the way
Right.
Derek's deck is built is it's kind of like, well, I'll just win with, card advantage, but then you play a mirror match and you don't have a good way to convert your cards into board presence and then it's tough.
Yeah.
So like yeah, let me pull up a version of Derek's deck to see here. Let's see. People are saying the audio is great, so there you go. We have some pretty expensive equipment in the
Person.
studio here.
But still, yeah.
Let's see. What did he say? A person or Percy?
No, no, person, like singular. I'm just being semantic.
So let me see. Melee MTG Worlds. I'm getting the deck list popping up here.
Okay.
Da, da, da. So yeah. Oh, I mean, it'll also be interesting to see. I mean, I guess we'll before we rush to the end of this, it'll be. I was gonna say it'll be. I was already thinking about the finals, but I guess we should just focus on this first rather than get there. Maybe if the match gets really boring. But that's what I mean. Like I was watching a lot of coverage and I'd like tune in and I'd see somebody have artist talent monument, the other person didn't. And I'm like, okay, like fast forward, fast forward.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you know what I mean? So not I mean it's obviously kind of interesting to play the turns, like playing these turns probably like playing Phoenix, but like watching it, it's kind of like when guys like 99, 95% to win. Like if there was odds here,
Right, right. No, I understand.
yeah, it would be pretty good. Like, so let me see. So that's Seth, so Derek. Let's see what threats he has. Yeah, because like Derek has like stock ups, so like obviously that's not that great in the mirror in the games when like people just like it's obviously good if like Seth isn't doing anything, but you know what I mean. Stock ups not the best at converting cards into doing something. I guess. Let's see. He has two
Yeah.
Eddie crabs, which it doesn't have ward or anything, right? So it just dies to the
Nope.
the Terminator
Splash.
or whatever, then yeah. So like seems kind of rough because like Derek's deck's kind of built assuming he has a better late game, but if he doesn't,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
tough.
yeah, exactly. But in the mirror where they have like a huge draw engine going, they could probably outgrind you even more. It's almost like a sealed match, right? Like if you're playing closed deckless sealed, it's kind of hard to always assume you have the better late game. Your opponent might have something crazy. That's kind of what happened here.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
like you're right. Derek's deck is not built to pressure the opponent. It's built to
I mean,
have
it
all of
makes
their cards
sense.
at dot.
Like, if you're playing the Lessons deck, you're probably like, well, if I have Accumulate Wisdom going, I should be able to win, right? So you're not worried that
Yeah,
much about the win cons. This was actually, this was how this was like an original Phoenix thing. I guess everybody played Time Walk for a while, but I think there might have been one point, like, that's what I realized was Phoenix at one point, like in the very early days, was like, you could basically draw your deck, but there's some people that would like go over the top of you drawing your deck. So you kind of needed something
yeah,
to draw towards. So like when Derek's building his deck, it's kind of like he's like, yeah, I'm not too worried about closing the game. I'm just going to win his card draw. I mean, I don't know if we just said that 10 times in a row. And obviously he could win if he has a better draw or whatever. But these decks are pretty consistent. Like they share that with Phoenix. Like they seem to they they don't stumble too much necessarily. I guess
yeah,
the
yeah,
best way
yeah.
to say it. Um, and
I mean,
yeah,
they're two colors. Like a lot of their cards find more cards. They can interact. Like yeah, it's
yeah.
hard for these decks to stumble.
I mean, post board, Derek will get the counter spells at least because it is kind of like the quench is also like pretty bad at countering anything. So I'm looking like also that's one thing I like about Seth's deck. He doesn't have that many. He has one it'll quench here, so he only has one counter main, which is nice because then you don't have to think about leaving it up. Um,
Yeah,
he has two negates in this
yeah, but
deck.
Derek has like three.
Yeah, well, because Derek's just like blue red control, and Seth's is like more proactive or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, one thing that's kind of interesting that I've been watching is like people cited it in Soul Guide a lot, and it's been looking kind of bad a lot. So I don't know if it's actually good.
yeah. It was the same with Ghost Vacuum. Like it's kind of just not worth the card,
Yeah, it's kind of
in my
funny because
opinion.
like you almost just give them the card anyway. Because like let's say you side in Soul Guide because it's supposed to stop Accumulate Wisdom, but
Yeah,
you're literally giving up a card to stop Accumulate Wisdom. So you're literally like they're just making the Accumulate Wisdom a 2 mana draw two, right? Because like think about that
yeah,
exchange, right? Like they go Accumulate Wisdom, you respond, you crack your Soul Guide, but they still cantrip, and your Soul Guide didn't cantrip. So you're literally still
yeah,
guaranteeing that they're gonna draw two. So it's like, yeah, you gotta stop one card. Like, congratulations. Obviously, you can stop the Grand discount too, but like a lot of people were even signing up Grand anyway because it dies to removal, or like you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean that's kind of a funny thing, I guess. So it'll be funny in the finals if they side it in. Maybe somebody can forward Seth my commentary analysis so that he doesn't side it in if it's bad. But anyway, um, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I mean, people always freak out when there's some graveyard stuff. They're like, we need graveyard hate or whatever. And it's
yeah,
kind of when like VV Cauldron was in standard too. Like the graveyard hate wasn't like that good in the mirror match. You know what I mean? It's not like
yeah. It was never that good.
because yeah, there's other stuff
I mean,
going on too. Yeah.
they were capable of winning without the graveyard, and they could just discard their cult. I mean, the Cauldron was the only card that like did anything with the graveyard, right? So if you play a Rest in Peace, your VV
Well,
opponent
it's
is
like
FOMO
Lunar
in
Night,
hand, then
but
they
yeah,
can.
it's mostly Cauldron. But
Well, no, no. I mean, the Cauldron is the only card that has no text. If like let's say Rest in Peace is in play,
yeah,
right? It won't do anything. I mean, you can still cast the front half of Winternet. Like the deck will continue to use the graveyard Delirium and like the Winter Night
yeah,
stories, like you said.
exactly. Like
But
in this deck, there's too many like other good threats that just don't care. Like imagine they go
exactly, yeah,
Graveyard Hate and they go like Storm Chaser, Boomerang basics, and now they have two orders. Or like it's if they play Monument, it's just embarrassing. Like somebody plays Monument
right.
or Artist
It's
Talent.
super embarrassing, yeah.
So yeah. But I could see Riddler being okay. I mean, I guess because like people are there's a lot of counter wars and like you know what I mean. If people have a lot of nulls and negates and stuff, I could see the Riddler being decent. It's like kind of hard to
For
remove,
sure.
it's kind of hard to counter, and for some reason he has an abandoned attachments in the sideboard. Seth does. I don't know really what's up with that. But maybe it's just like like a versatile card, I guess. But that's kind of funny, I guess. Let me see Derek's list. Yeah, so Derek just has Eddie Merckx, Pyros. one less Iroh. Oh yeah. So that's what I mean. Like, look at this. It's a tough job for the commentators. Okay, is he scooping at least? That's good. There we
Yeah,
go.
I mean, I agree. Like they never scoop in worlds, right? And then it's like this game is probably pretty over.
Well, I guess we can talk about,
Like what
the
you talk about.
sideboard plans and the sequencing and whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
how does Derek win? It's like, the thing is like how,
Okay.
how bad, like how bad does Seth's hand need to be to lose? Because obviously you can, like, in any matchup, it's hard to have that much of an edge because like you could just have a good draw and they have a bad draw. But this definitely,
Right, right.
like, the thing is it's kind of like a control, like as you're saying, like the game's gonna go kind of long because Derek doesn't win that fast most of the time. So it's actually like
I mean, neither
naturally
does
really
Seth.
lopsided.
Seth just presents inevitability.
Yeah. And like obviously you could do the multiple otters thing, but like Seth has triple Iris demonstration. But yeah, obviously like, and it's so hard to do it because like even if you go boomerang basics talent, they can just kill one of them, and obviously they're down a card. But like Seth has other ways to get the
Yeah.
card advantage back. It would be funny if he had like monument without a way to discard a card. Like maybe that would be kind of cool, I guess. But doesn't I haven't really seen that yet because there's not that many ways to discard to monument. I mean, there's like four. There's like 11, I think. 4 talent, 4 grand, 3 abandon. So like maybe he can't use his monument, right? That would be kind of funny. But yeah, it's the kind of thing where like the funny thing about the Phoenix mirror was it was so hard for people to kill each other because the Phoenixes would just block each other that like you just kind of got time to get to your late game, most of the time. I mean, sometimes like one way to put it was like if somebody cast Treasure Cruise and the other person didn't cast Treasure Cruise, the person who cast Treasure Cruise was gonna win. But a lot of games, both
Yeah.
people would cast Treasure Cruise, so then
Exactly. Yeah.
it was passed.
You'd have to play big games. Yeah.
But yeah, like obviously you can't like be too like if you're too focused on some big game, like you do have to get actually cast the Treasure Cruise in the first place because like if you don't cast Cruise and your opponent does, you're just gonna lose. Anyway, this looks like it's going well for Seth. I feel like.
Yeah. I mean, we discussed that these types of games should probably favor Seth, right?
Yeah, I mean, it
Like,
must be so painful if you're Derek. Like, it's like playing like an 80-20 or a 90-10 matchup. That's the vibe I get. Like, or at least in this situation, like where like
okay.
nothing's
I mean,
happening.
there's no way it's 80-20, Daniel. Like that. Like I don't know. Like Derek maybe doesn't have that many reps of this specific build, which is gonna hurt. But
Well,
it
it's like
can't be
about
that
as bad as
structurally
the match.
favored.
It's almost about as bad as the matchup gets. I feel like maybe I'm wrong there, but in game one, I feel like game post board should be way. Oh, this is post board actually. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, post
I mean,
board's way closer.
game one could be really bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean post board should be kind of close. So let's see. Derek has 2 abrades, 2 negates, 2 spider sense, and yeah, it's funny.
Is the
He has
spider
like 4
sense even
card
that
draw on the
good?
sideboard. He has Dragon Storm and Stock Up, and he have no Rizzlers, which is kind of wild. So, what were you saying about Spider Sense? That it's horrible or what?
I didn't say it was horrible, but I like. Would you bring it in this mirror?
Well, I think I saw him bring it in before because, well, first of all, it counters Ancestral Recall thing. Like, I mean, first of all, it counters like almost all the spells in the deck, but I guess if we break down which ones, it's like,
I'm just thinking it misses the big enchantments and artifacts. Like those cards are
well, it
both pretty
protects your
important, but
Grand. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, like, look at it. I mean, I guess we'd have to see what he's sideboarding exactly.
it's probably just important enough that it hits ancestral.
Let's see.
Right?
I mean, well, also like helps you win counter wars and whatever, and let's see what, like, let's see how
Oh
like
yeah,
they're
yeah, sure. That's a good
sideboarding.
point.
I mean,
You're sideboarding for
it's
their
kind of
sideboard,
tough
yeah.
to sideboard. I mean, let's say the cards he wants. So he's probably gonna want a raid. He's probably gonna want negate. That's 4 cards. Then he might want some card draw and spider senses. And like, what's bad? It's like not clear how much removal. One, I mean, maybe you cut what's you cut like all the terminate, whatever it's called, combustion technique. That's 4 cards.
Yeah, combustion's probably
Maybe he'll trim some Eloquentias. Maybe he'll trim one. I don't know, player draw thing. And it works kind of
yeah.
weird. It's not really maybe he'll want it, maybe he won't want it. I don't know. It doesn't seem great, but like maybe he's desperate or something. I don't know.
Yeah, just totally desperate for a way to win.
Um,
Not sure.
what else? Like Ira's demonstration is funny because like it's kind of bad, but sometimes it can sweep the otters, so like maybe you want it. And it can like kill Grand in desperation. Maybe you trim a firebending lesson, but it's maybe not because it kills Grand. Like maybe you cut the demonstration, and you're playing just like firebending lesson for the otters and the Grands. You could consider trimming Grands. Maybe Derek doesn't want to because like the matchup's worse for him, but also he doesn't have the what's it
Here's-
called? he doesn't have the monument synergy anyway. And I saw Sam
Yeah.
Pardy apparently cut a lot of his grand grids. I
I
think
was gonna say I saw Sam do that. I
yeah,
mean, I see at least one in this stock up pile. He's not gonna take it,
yeah,
but I don't know if that could be his only one. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, it's like not obvious to me if cutting grand. Like I don't think it's like maybe it's good, but it's not obvious if it's good because it's a one mana card, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't really trade down,
Yeah, I agree.
and like it can give you free wins. But like for example, maybe if you just don't feel like you have the space for it, or you'd rather be what people call quote unquote more focused, like or like more impact. Like maybe you think it's you want to try and like strand your opponent with removal, I guess. So you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
even though it's not bad for me if they remove it, I want to try and strand their removal.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
so that would be the theory. I mean, I guess that's something to watch out for. Is how many grands get played so far? We haven't seen a lot, but it is kind of a funny game, and it is also kind of because like in the Phoenix mirror, well, like if the creature's good enough, like Ledger Shredder, like I used to feel like I had a huge edge actually when I would cut Sling in the Ice before Ledger Shredder was printed. But then when Ledger Shredder was
Uh-huh.
printed, it was just too good, so you couldn't cut it really. Um,
How many disputes would they play back then in the thing in the ice days? Is that why you would
I
cut
think
it?
probably two to no, because the reason was that it was just uh like it was just too like the problem with the game was really just more about like resolve the crews first, and like it was just too easy. Like there was like people just had like would leave in like 3 to 4 lightning axes, so like
Yeah.
I don't know how to say like this, and even like the thing is, even if you flip this thing in the ice, so the thing is, a lot of time you play this thing in the ice, you get blown out because like your opponent would have lightning axes, and it's like the lightning axes wouldn't have targets otherwise. But that actually was a pretty bad exchange because it's not like 1 mana versus 1 mana; it's 2 mana versus 1 mana. But also lightning
Yeah,
axes
yeah.
sometimes discard Phoenix. This was before Artist Talent, and it was hard to discard Phoenix. And like sometimes, even if you would flip it, sometimes they could still just block it with the Phoenix. Um, I don't know what to say, but it was just like very low impact in the game. Like so many things could go wrong, and it was just more like you'd rather focus on fighting over other stuff, kind of. And yeah, like um, like Ledger Shredder is very different than the other threat because Ledger Shredder fixes your hands for you. Because you could compare Thing in the Ice closer to Young Pyromancer, where Young Pyromancer is like, oh, if your opponent doesn't have removal, it makes a really big board presence. But it's very different than Ledger Shredder, where it's like Ledger Shredder literally discards Phoenixes and sets up your delve, which I guess is kind of subtle, if you see what I mean. And anyway, um, let's see. Let's get some good commentary going here. I mean, so like, what's been happening? I was barely even looking. So now he's casting an ancestral.
Those are just random game actions, yeah.
Looks like there's a lot of lands. Let's see, did anybody miss one? I guess Dark is on the play, so Seth hasn't made
Yeah,
any
I mean, both players are just like setting up. I'm surprised Seth wanted his combustion techniques, but maybe he just feels like his deck is so good
well, the
later the
crab.
game goes.
I mean, he might have thought that if Derek has a crab, it's hard to answer, which makes sense. So
Yeah,
that's kind of why
yeah.
he left.
I mean, he also has the technique. I mean, the firebending lesson.
Yeah, but that's like 5 mana to answer the crab. That's tough. Oh yeah, look at me, the spider sense. There you go. I saw Derek like loves his counter spells. He was just siding them in all the time. Like I think I saw him siding like negate against the Depraz or something, and I'm like, if you're siding in negate
Yeah.
against the Depraz, you're probably gonna do this. Yeah, spell pierce making showing up. That's a Phoenix staple right
I,
there.
yeah, I think he keeps assuming he's gonna get in these counter wars. I every time I've seen Seth this weekend, he gets into board states that look exactly like this, where he like puts a lethal spell, not a lethal spell, but like a super good spell in the stack, and he has just a ton of mana up, so he's obviously gonna win the counter war.
I mean, Artist Talent and Monument are pretty, hard to counter for sure. I don't think Derek had an ult either, and an ult would probably be important. I'll see if the other guy has an ult.
Oh yeah, that would probably be good here.
Well, it's kind of interesting because if you look at the way the game developed so far, with like Seth didn't really do anything until this turn. Like his graveyard's literally nothing. Like it's Soul Guide and he cast a talent. It's like turn 7. And Derek did a lot of things. He cast a stock up. He has 2 talents. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things about Dragonstorm. It's very does very little. Okay, look, Derek sided it in, so because he has 1 green, 1 sideboard. I think I played at the Corey Steelcutter PT. I played 1 Dragonstorm, 1 Miss Thunder Trap Trainer. I don't know if did you play that PT?
No, I was familiar with the format though. I mean, you had this towns, right?
No, I didn't have this town.
Oh, you didn't even have this town?
I
Oh,
just played one
weird.
of each. Well, the reason I played one, well, it was because of lockdown was such a big thing. Like I thought that like
Yeah, yeah,
most
yeah.
people trying to fight you would play with lockdown. So like if you get a Dragon Storm under a lockdown, you can bounce it. It's good for you.
Yeah, that
And
was very real. Yeah.
it was, I mean, also both the cards. It was just like having a couple more cantrips felt good in general because like you just wanted more cards to like make your cutter work or
Yeah,
dig
you
work,
just want it
right?
to be a smooth deck. Yeah.
Yeah, like Thunder Trap digs for it, but also like you could bargain the dragons, the whatever, what's it called, the Dragon Storm to the torch. But Thunder Trap Trainer is funny.
Yeah.
Since it gets mono red, I found that Thunder Trap Trainer being 1/2 is actually kind of like really relevant, especially because you can even monster trade
Yeah.
defense. So I
Yeah.
guess that's
No, I
why I just
agree.
played a split of one of each, which is kind of funny. Actually, I think it kind of made sense, like because they're basically good in different situations. It was kind of like Thunder Trap Trainer was like a lot better to play on turn 2, but Dragon Storm was like better in the late game, which I guess that
Yeah,
makes
that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
but like also like it was funny things where like Thunder Trap was like really really bad if you were looking for lands. You know what I mean? Like there's just like a
Sure.
lot of
Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
pros and cons.
I mean, both of the cards have ups and downs, right? Like, I don't know.
It was kind of
It
like
doesn't seem
that
crazy.
makes sense. Like basically drawing 2 of either felt horrible, if that makes sense. But like drawing one of each, like it was kind of hedging to draw both of each because like you can imagine drawing two trainers or 2 Dragon Storms when like they're not good when their cons are coming up is pretty bad. Um,
I mean, the cards were just close to each other, right? They were good against different matchups and different like
yeah,
times of the game. Like, it
Thunder
makes sense to split them.
Red aggro, I thought kind of in a weird way.
Yeah.
Especially because of the rates. Like actually having more targets for rates was kind of nice sometimes. That's weird. Not that that was a big thing, but like especially against like Drake Hatcher, like there's actually a play pattern. That was a big thing actually. Thunder Trap Trainer blocking Drake Hatcher was like a really big deal. As funny as that sounds.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but also Dragon Storm you could bargain to the Torch Tower. So anyway, yeah,
Dirk
this is
negates this talent.
so let's see.
That's
So yeah, it
crazy.
looks like Seth is drawing cards. He has his Desolate Loot House. I like that Agnes card or whatever it is. That land. You know what I'm talking about? The looting land.
Which card?
The blue rare land that like loots.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Lighthouse. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it enters untapped and produces colored mana. I mean, I guess it doesn't always enter untapped, but
yeah, it's pretty strong.
good chance.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah. It looks
probably
like a
like
good.
I mean, it's probably better than Hall of the Storm Giants in Phoenix, but it's pretty hard. Like, it's not. It's better at entering untapped in standard because they're forced to play basics. Like, and yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, obviously you would never play it in Phoenix, but I mean, I would also never play Hall of the Storm Giants. I think that card is. I mean, but that's kind of a huge sidebar, right?
yeah, but yeah. So I guess if Hall is just super dead, but I could see maybe playing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. I guess it's competing with Jory Disruption, one of the best lands of all time, best Magic cards of all time. Okay.
As Magic cards all the time. Daniel, didn't you used to play like 15 lands plus 3 Jwari?
Uh, Something like that. Yeah. I don't know if it was it.
Yeah,
It wasn't 15. I think it. Did people play like 20 lands? So it would have been like 17 plus three Jwari.
most people played 18, and you also played 18, but 3 of yours were Jwaris.
Yeah, I should check that. I guess. Yeah, Jwari is really good. I mean, it was good when everybody was trying to play that vampire. You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah,
three.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Jwari was that good, but
Yeah, let's not get too political on the stream before they cut us off. But, you know, Jwari was pretty nice. Let's see. Pioneer. Let's see. Oh, two Jwari. 17 lands plus two Jwaris. No, I think the average lands people played was 19. I don't know. Maybe they
Oh,
switched to
maybe it
18
was
when
19.
talent came out.
Yeah, maybe now it's 18 after artist talent. It could be.
Let's see what's this. Galaxy was playing 19 responsibly. So yeah. Also, this weekend's another good proof of my concept that knowing what's good is more important than metagaming because you can see nobody actually knew what was the good deck except for maybe CFP or something. And most of the challenge is just like figuring out what's actually good, not really trying to, you know what I mean? It's not like everybody knows what's good and they just
Yeah,
leveling each other. It's kind of
I
like,
I don't know. There's different tournaments where that's going to be true, right? Like if you look at the last modern RC, there's like a very good weekend to play energy when it hadn't been kind of for like many weeks before that, right? Like so, in my opinion, metagaming was pretty relevant for that tournament because people just weren't really playing sweepers mostly anymore,
what was
and
energy
everybody was
versus good? What
disrespectful of the deck, and it
is
was
having
suddenly a
like a
good weekend to play it.
52% win rate that good? I don't know. What?
It was definitely the highest of all the decks. There was no 60% win rate deck. I mean, you could have played Neoform at the RC and you would have been extremely rewarded, right? But other than Neoform, There was no like breakout great choice.
Yeah, maybe energy
I
was
mean,
good.
I
It's just
guess
gives me impression to even think about it for 1 second. It's just such a. It's just like it's just. It's not really a mid range like. It's kind of like Rakdos mid range game Pioneer. It can't interact with most decks. It's literally just hoping that most decks just like don't function versus it's like such a bad game plan. It feels like to me, but yeah. Like the thing about energy is like most of your like in game one, you're like a very bad game one deck. Energy is kind of because a lot of people just like go over the top of you and you can't interact with them.
yeah.
And it's like, well, what's the point? Like, what's the point of just being bad game one in every matchup? Like, it's not like your sideboard helps that much. Because that kind of means that your game one cards are like not actually that good. They're not really helping you anywhere. Like Ocelot Pride's not that good against, you know, Amulet or anything. I mean, obviously you'd be like, oh, it's like the best fair. It's like the best fair deck because it's like the makes the fastest board or whatever. But it's like maybe being the best fair deck's not that good in modern. I don't know. Kind of a random thing, I
I
guess.
mean, I don't know. My point isn't really about the strength of the deck. It's just like data kind of supported it being a good weekend to play it, even though it hadn't been a good choice for a while. Right. So
Maybe.
I mean, metagaming can be real to an extent. I don't disagree that finding the good deck is very, especially in standard. Right, in standard, you get way more of an edge by just making sure your deck is good. Like if you register Bant Airbending, it's like, well, what a miss. You know,
Bro,
our deck was just not good.
oh my god, don't. Yeah, I was watching that game against. Did you watch when it was Plummer versus Javier for the win for the 10 wins match? I don't know if you saw that.
I don't think so. No,
It was depressing. I
unfortunately.
mean, I didn't know if Javier was just like depressed or something, but he kept a hand that was like 5 lands and 2 3 drops or something on 7. And I'm like, man, what's? I was like, it's like he was just dead inside. I don't know. Uh, well, I was looking at that. I'm like, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure it should be pretty flavored for Plumber, right? Because he's playing the blue one of those blue red kind of control decks against the Bant airbending deck. But like Javier's draws were just it wasn't the games were anything close at all. So especially in game two, like Javier just kept this hand that was like yeah, I don't know what it was. Maybe it was 4 or 5 lands and like Nature's Rhythm and Ang, and you know what I mean. And then like you
Yeah,
had Grand is just Jover. Actually, he didn't have Grand Plumber's list. He was playing like a different one, but same thing. Um. So yeah, Success still has a Soul Guide, which is kind of interesting. I guess.
yeah, multiple soul guides, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Like maybe it's a good way to like that Sam Black article where he talks about different kinds of card advantage.
Yeah. Well, not really, but
Yeah,
yeah.
so I mean, maybe it's like that because if you like play it and then kill their graveyard, like early in the game, like we saw Seth do, he tagged one spell and then cycled it. It was like, it cycled and then it tagged one spell, so it maybe slowed him down a little bit. And then late in the game, after you draw all these cards, you reset Derek's graveyard so that his accumulated knowledges are one card, right? They're you know what I mean. So like it like turns once you have more cards than your opponent, it turns like one of these cards in your hand into a way to have your opponent draw less cards.
Well, the thing is, it's technically slow. It slows yourself down to slow your opponent down, right? Because if you exile one card from their graveyard and cycle it, you spend 2 mana. So you're
Yeah, yeah,
spending
yeah.
2 mana.
No, but it's dynamic, right? I mean, I'm not saying
What
their
do you
card's
mean
great. Like,
dynamic
I don't know. Like,
is what do you mean by
no, but
you
it's
don't get
fine
trying to get
early
too
because you can play it on
intellectual
turn
on here.
one or like turn two or something. You play it on turn two.
Yeah, I mean it's more flexible in how you spend the
Trigger.
mana, but you know what I mean. Like they can just pass in it. Like what I'm just saying is like
Yeah,
you're spending 2 mana to get rid of a lesson from their graveyard. Like yes, you're technically slowing them down, but you're paying 2 mana to do it, so you're also slowing yourself down. Um, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of interesting. I mean, maybe it's good. Obviously, like I don't know. Like I'm just pointing out that it's not obvious if it's good, and it does seem kind of dubious, a little bit dubious. Like if it's good, it can't be that good, right? Because like it's not that good
yeah,
against you know, like yes, it can counter the 4 mana talent mode, so it's fine there. But it's not like good against turn one talent boomerang. It's not that good against Grand. It's not that good against Quantum Riddler. It's not that good against Artist Talent. It's not that good against Monument. And like as I said, like if you do the stack mode, yes, you're denying them one card, but it's like you're still the thing about Soul Guide is that's supposed to like let's say that's the best possible moment for Soul Guide. If its best payoff is denying them one card, you also have to think about all the things that's bad about it, right? Like all the times you have Soul Guide in your opening hand, it doesn't do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like if its best moment is denying them one card, it's like you could just literally sign in stock up or something. I don't know. Okay, what's happening? Was it a clean trio? I mean, there you go. There you go. Too late to bet on it online, but there is no betting on these Magic things except on a real tablet.
Can't get Kalshi up and running here.
Yeah, I was thinking. I did this summer when there was like the Dota World Finals. I was watching it, and then the game looked over, and I was like, I wonder if there's betting odds for it. And then I went, and they were, and it was like only 92%. So I started buying it, but I only had like $300 on there. I think I made $20 or something. I don't know what it was, but that was kind of funny. So yeah, I guess Magic doesn't have as many viewers as Dota 2 or League. I guess. Yeah.
Those were some really boring games.
That's what I mean, dude. I was watching the weekend, and I was just zooming forward so much because, like I said, somebody has a monument of talent, and I'm like, okay, like, you know what I mean?
No, but okay, but the next match is a monument talent mirror.
Yeah. Well, the last game was probably kind of
So
interesting because it went on for a while, but it seemed like, I mean, the last game was probably actually interesting, kind of if you're analyzing it. I just was zoned out because, like, you know what I mean? It kind of looked like Derek was ahead, right? It's like he was kind of doing stuff, but then Seth passed like a monument on turn 7 and it resolved and he won. So it was like, you know, it could have been interesting to pay attention to those first few turns. Yeah, so
yeah,
this looks pretty.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Seth's signature move has mostly seemed to be in this tournament like somehow force your opponent to tap out on their turn or like only have like 2 mana, and then Seth untaps with like 8 mana and starts casting spells that are going to win the game.
Yeah,
Like
maybe one
I've seen Seth do this a lot.
in the post board or so on. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
really see what his hand was.
I mean
I
I
don't
do.
know like how much he was like holding his spells and casting it. I did feel like watching coverage this weekend, people were playing like the quench pretty suspect. Like there's a lot of times in draft that was like you know if there was a football coach, I would be like slamming my paper or whatever. Like the guys just would not be casting their spells; they're playing quench, and it just didn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
I guess. Like and there's one time where like the guy had a clue. I think it was like Derek against somebody, and like this. Yeah, I mean the people playing around quench is kind of interesting dynamic over
I
the
think
past
over
year.
people overplay around it. Well, there's like a parable of like the FNM players have some edge over like players that are extremely casual have some edge over players that are trying to like that are thinking and trying to play well because they will overthink it and they'll play, oh, I need to not cast my spell because they could have quench, but then they just end up playing around it the
It
whole game.
doesn't make
I mean, you see this on Legacy a lot, right? Where people try to play around days the whole game, but like by doing that they just like strip mine themselves, right? Because they save the mana every turn and then they never developed instead of just using all of their mana every turn,
yeah.
right?
So that was kind of well. It's funny because sometimes people were like, "Oh, is it a downside to like?" Even on commentary, they were like, "Oh, Quench is a lot worse in draft because in the featured pods because it's the open deck list, but it actually looks better because it was like a force field sometimes.
Yeah,
And people just wouldn't play into it.
especially if
And
you board out your quench or something.
yeah, so we'll see. Looks like there's Seattle. There you go. Public Market Center, Pike Place. I don't know if you're looking at the screen now, so you can see what I'm
No,
commenting.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, it's throwing a fish, dude. That's like, is there a fish in standard? Like throwing the otters around? That's like lowering basics with
Oh,
talent.
oh no, there used to be the fish token, but
Yeah,
people don't play into the Floodma anymore.
yeah,
I
dude.
guess
They
that
all
card
wanted
shouldn't
it
have been
banned. That
banned.
was funny. I remember people were rioting that it has to get banned, and now it's lowering basics. I
I mean,
mean,
are they gonna have to do bans again in this format?
well, I'm curious
Like
because
maybe, right?
I'm playing the Lorwyn standard PT, and I don't know like, well, I wouldn't assume you're not gonna ban anything, but I don't know like, is Lorwyn gonna have like no impact because the decks are broken, or what's gonna happen? I guess I'll just keep my
Yeah,
eyes peeled.
lore one is before the next set of bans, so there has to be like I don't know.
So we'll see. Um,
Yeah,
It'll be interesting to see the. I mean, I guess PT Lorwyn. It'll be interesting to see the meta share, and it's kind of interesting how standards just got
it
broken
just
again.
lessens again.
I don't know if
Yeah.
should say this. I don't know if I can say this, but somebody told me that they had a conspiracy that at WotC they don't test for standard anymore. They only test for commander, and that's why it keeps being broken. So I don't know if I can put
Yeah,
that.
I mean, that doesn't that seems to be incredibly common theory, like word on the street almost.
Okay, so
Like
I guess
everybody kind of believes that. I
yeah.
mean, it doesn't really seem like they're spending a lot of time testing the cards and designing them. They just kind of throw it out there, right?
Well, it's kind of funny because for a while they actually powered down standard a bit because I feel like for a while they actually had some underpowered sets, stuff kind of like Acer Drift that weren't too
Like
broken.
after, yeah, like Aether Drift's not very powerful, right?
Like kind of Bloomburrow was like the set that's powerful again. Like OTJ
I mean, that set
three.
is insane. Yeah,
Yeah, Bloomburrow is really powerful, but like for a while for Bloomburrow, sets were kind of chill. If you go back from like what was the one Kaldheim, Neon Dynasty had Fable, but a lot of sets would have like one decent card, but like not a toxic card. Like Fable is way more less broken than Corey Steelcutter, right? Or like uh OTJ barely like OTJ was one of the lowest impact standards. Like obviously it had this town eventually, but like Storm Chaser's talent wasn't legal when OTJ came out, so it just had like close up impact.
yeah, yeah. This town wasn't really a broken card, right? Like,
Yeah, so a lot of sets didn't have that much impact, and that's another interesting thing with like Worlds. If you go back to Worlds 2 years ago when the Fairy Tale set came out, a lot of people played Domain, but they didn't have Up the Beanstalk in their list because people just didn't know Up the Beanstalk was good, or like they did, but they had like one in the sideboard and stuff. So that's just like another example of like how like understanding what new cards are good is kind of important. I guess.
well, they don't give the players a lot of time to figure it out. Like a lot of Worlds teams were like, yeah, we just didn't realize Grand was a good card. It makes sense. Like they don't have that much time.
Exactly. The only standard I played like one league with Landfall to try it out, and it seemed okay, but I guess it's probably not good because it's not broken.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's Ben Stark's Golgari Dragons. That's funny. That's a real boomer deck. There's four Farseeks in the two color. The Soulstone. Whoa.
Varsity.
It was a meme at the last PT, or were you there for that one when they were like, "We'll give you Spider-Man cards," so people were like, we could put Soulstone in our deck list just to get it for
Oh,
free.
but they said they would try,
Yeah, that's why when
right?
they said it wasn't 100%, and I was thinking about it in uniform for a second for sure. Like if I should sign for something,
Which card would you play?
or would I cut, or what?
No, what? You're saying you wanted to play a Spider-Man card in
Yeah, the
uniform? Which
Soulstone.
one?
Spencer had it. It was like the most
Oh, the
expensive
Soul
one.
Stone.
Yeah, it was just the most expensive
Just to
one.
draw. Oh, just to get it.
It was like I mean, was pre-ordering it like I don't it wasn't that expensive, but I think it was like maybe over $100. I don't know. It was the most expensive card anyway. Yeah, and I was like, man, I actually was thinking about it. I'm like, should I sideboard like one of them? Because I'm like, I don't think it's like best sideboard deck necessarily. So like, you actually have to do that math maybe for a second.
I really don't think you do.
I mean, I sideboarded C Beyond, but I actually think it's pretty good. But let's not get too political here. Let's get back on track. The thing about Neoform is like why nobody can really say anything is nobody like all the Neoform win rates were at that PT were bad, so like nobody could really say they had a good list. In a way, like everybody just did so bad. Like it was
Yeah.
actually horrendous. And then at the RCs, I guess people started doing better again, so now people could defend.
I mean, Neoform has to have been a bad choice for the PT, right? There was so much Belcher and Goryo,
What?
right?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like it was like the way I thought about Neoform was that like, and I would say I wasn't thinking as much if it's good or bad. I was more like I was having fun playing it, so I was just kept playing it, and that's what decks
No,
seem
me
fun.
too. Yeah.
But I thought it was kind of hyperbolic. Like I played against Belcher and Gorios, and my win rate was like I wouldn't say 50 or whatever, but it was like closer. It was like
It was almost 50,
yeah,
right?
it was
Like,
almost close to 50. And like some people, like when I played against people, and like it was like close to 50 when my opponent was like trying really hard. You know what I mean? And like I played against one Belcher guy at the PT and I beat him, and he said like after the match, he's like, "Wow, I never played against somebody who played Neoform like that or whatever." I didn't really know what he meant because I was just like monkeying around, but I could see what he meant.
what did
He
you
was like,
do?
"You
Did
need
you
to
like
just
attack with
sculpt
your
it."
riders?
Yeah, I killed my rider one time, but it was just like I was just sculpting my hand. It's like the four veils. Like four veil mean wasn't even stock before the PT. I'm pretty sure. Like maybe people had two or three. Um, Yeah, I mean, anyway, I guess I didn't think like. First of all, I think it's fine to have a bad matchup in modern. Like whatever deck you're gonna play is gonna have a bad matchup. In
Well,
a way.
yeah, but like 32% of the meta being like a bad matchup is
Yeah, but the thing is, the good matchups
like,
are so good, right? Like I felt Energy was so favored. I was thinking Eldrazi was so favored, and ended up being kind of closer. But I think people had, like the idea was like your good matchups are so favored, and then like 30% has forced the negation or whatever, right? Because like Energy was genuinely probably like very favored, and you know Eldrazi I thought was gonna be popular. What else did I think was gonna be popular? I don't know. Like I played against a lot of people, and they would be like, "Oh, you're my worst possible matchup." Like I played against an Amulet player. I played against the Blue White Soul Sisters deck. I played against Brood Scale.
Soul Sisters.
Yeah, it was the deck Nassif played, like the Starfield Shepherd deck, Blue White Blink.
Yeah, I mean, Neoform just farms some people, like of course.
And it's like your worst matchups are kind of close. I don't know. Also, it's just like it's like the history of modern. It's kind of good to be proactive. Like I don't know. Like I feel like if I play that PT again, would I play something else besides Neoform? Like I don't know. Like maybe in hindsight, people think Amulet was good. I just kind of dismissed Amulet because I thought it was too, like just couldn't beat Neoform. Like so, I was like, why would I play bad Neoform? Also, to be fair, Canister was low in it at the time too, which was influencing the mood. I kept losing to
Yeah, so was House. Like I feel like nobody realized how broken Amulet was.
yeah, I mean, like I the way I said it was I was like amulets like the barometer of the form. Like if you're, I basically said like if your deck's bad against amulet, then that's how you know your deck's like not that like you have to keep that in mind. Right? Like if your deck's not good against amulet in modern, your deck should be good against amulet because amulet's kind of like the bar of like how good a deck should be, right? So
What?
you see what I'm saying?
Well, I don't
Basically,
know.
what I'm saying is
What
if
about like
you
Affinity?
is it, like
Affinity
basically
is like a good deck that isn't good against Amulet, right?
well, was it a good deck though? I did you overhear Alan Wu was saying I think somebody was asking him about affinity or something. It's like yeah, the problem with the deck is in theory it's nice and has a good win rate, but then you look at uh the what was the guy Nakamura I mean
Shuhei?
yeah
No, I mean that was my problem with the deck. It was, I don't
like
know.
his hands were just
It's just
completely
like
non-functional.
Rage City.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I think Affinity could be fun. I mean, I think Affinity has a plan against Amulet at least. Like, there's a difference between being unfavored against Amulet versus horrible. Like, Affinity has a plan against Amulet. You know, they have some counter spells. They have some blood moons. Like, there's some
Yeah.
decks that were
I mean,
truly
Tron is horrible against Amulet, right? Like it doesn't really have a plan.
Eldrazi or
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's probably pretty bad. But like it's like if you're really bad against Amulet, like at least Eldrazi got other stuff going for it. Like Kozilek's command was really good. Um,
Okay. Well, I feel like you're making different points here. Like I agree with you. Like I just don't see how
I mean,
an
it's a good
Amulet matchup
nonsense
is a
regulator,
stone
right?
litmus
Like, if
test.
you can't beat Amulet, then your deck might be nonsense. That's what I'm saying. Like, you see what I'm
Okay.
saying?
No, but you just said Tron has other things going for it.
Yeah, well, that's the big question in modern. The thing is, modern's a big format, and there's a lot of nonsense, and it's like hard to tell if your deck is
Yeah.
nonsense or not. But a pretty easy way to tell if your deck is nonsense is if you can beat Amulet. Because like right away, basically what I'm saying is if you can't beat Amulet, then you should be aware of that. But Tron has stuff going for it that's decent. Like Kozilek's commands
Yeah.
pretty good. It gets to play a bunch of soul lands, whatever. I mean, I'm not saying Tron's amazing or whatever, but like Tron's like hard to be too much nonsense. Because like modern's like a format where you can register like really bad decks and you just don't know they're really bad. So like Tron's like hard for it to be that bad. Uh, so let me see. Yeah. Let's see. Somebody, I don't know when they left this comment, maybe 20 minutes ago. I've been playing this lessons deck and it doesn't feel as smooth as I wanted to. Maybe I think it may just be because I played too much Beefy Cauldron. I mean, to be fair, like people are probably gonna have more hate, so will this be the final variation of it? Probably like it'll be interesting. Like people are probably gonna like take this lessons deck, but there's gonna be more interaction, more raids and stuff. But I don't know. I guess we'll see how it is. It looks pretty good, but yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna fall over and say it's. I don't know. I mean, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I haven't really played with the deck either. Like it obviously looks good, but it kind of takes a while to set up. Like I imagine like a red deck or something would be pretty good against it. Like I'm on a red deck.
Yeah, that's what some people are thinking. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it has some pretty good removal spells in it. It's the burn spells and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that many copies of it, right?
And like, what are the good red creatures that they're playing? I mean, yeah, well, you can play for firebending lesson, and
Like
if you wanted to add
Razorkin,
Twisted Towers.
Fireclaw.
Because like the thing is, Razorkin's not that good against the firebending lesson necessarily. Also, like accumulated wisdom doesn't even draw cards.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't actually
Well,
draw
also
cards.
literally just dies to shock, and like you have like the deck has like yeah they're pulling up some lists here like they have 4 shock. Well, this guy's playing 3 firebending lessons. Oh, and because he has 1 torch. Uh,
Yeah.
and but like you can sideboard like some 1 drop, like some more torches if you want. Also, they banned Screaming Nemesis, which probably would have been one of the best cards that the red deck could play. So like I don't even know if what
Yeah,
cards.
what would the red deck have been like a top deck in this meta if Screaming Nemesis wasn't banned? Like it probably would have been, right?
I mean, it would
Like
have
all the
been
decks use
better
burn
for sure. I
spells.
thought Quinn played it. I think Quinn did okay with red from what I think he tweeted that he had a
Yeah,
good.
he did fine. I mean, but that's Quinn, like he's the GOAT. Like I'm saying, would it have been the most played deck or something if Screaming Nemesis
Uh,
was unbanned?
well, nope. I don't think a lot of people knew that Is It Legends was going to be the most popular deck before this weekend, right? So
Yeah.
not like
No,
people
I don't think
knew
anybody
it was
really saw that.
there was some insane narrative that somehow Badger World Cup was good because it's good in Yawgmoth or something, but those guys got wrecked. Um,
Yeah,
but
was that card? That card was kind of a flop, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, well, it's funny because they kept asking people like what their good and bad matchups were, and basically everybody's like, my best matchup is any Badger World Cup deck. That's a really easy matchup for me. And like every single person said that playing different decks. So,
Man, surely the card reads pretty well, right? Like it turns one of your lands into a creature, and then if you have like Land World or something,
yeah, I
it
mean,
makes
there was
more
just some
mana.
there. Well, it's a 2 mana card that dies to removal, so it's like hard for it to be
Yeah,
broken.
well, not really. Like it leaves something behind. Like that's not a very good argument,
Well,
like,
it's
especially
not
if you
because
have
it's
Llanowar
broken
Elves
though.
in play already.
If you shock it, you trade it up. Like they trade it down. They spend 2 mana for the card. You shock it. They have a 1/1. Like whatever. It's better to have the 1 mana.
I mean, I'm not saying it's great, but it could come up, right?
Well, I'm just saying that it's hard for it to be broken when it's
Free value.
easy to interact with it. Usually, like really broken cards are hard to interact with. That's why they're broken.
Sure. Yeah, maybe
Like
it's
plus
not
the
that broken.
2 mana
I don't know.
creature
That's not what I'm saying.
to be. Although, like, I don't know why. Yeah, why it would be that good in standard? Because you can see it just like has problems against the red decks. I mean, I did try it. I tried the landfall deck before Badger World Cup, and it seemed fine in the deck. Uh, so that's what I tested. Mono Green Landfall. I played 1 league with it. I think I went 4-1 to be honest. Not to flex on anybody. Maybe it was a
All
3-2.
one and what?
A league with Landfall standard with 4 Badger
Nice
Morgans.
work.
And then I did
Honest
return it
day's
to
work.
the traders, and then they emailed me that they were upset I didn't return it. So I did. So yeah, always return to mana traders. Keep that in mind, everybody. Okay, is this the finals now? Okay, maybe
Yeah.
I think that
Getting
finals is
started.
starting, and
Feinstein.
that's how it is. Let's see, how long has it been going?
Almost an hour, I think.
Let's see, we got 3 likes. It's popping off on Twitter here. Okay, finals is starting now. I'll say now. I'm just gonna lie. I don't even care. Oh, it is starting. Yeah, they got the seat there. So I like when they were interviewing the pros and they were like, I don't know if you saw Cedric was like, oh, how does it feel to top 8 worlds or whatever? And he's like, oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
nice because I have the experience. Because each year I play it, I feel like I have more experience sitting in the top 8, so I can focus better or whatever. Which is kind of funny because I guess it's like his third or fourth top 8, I guess, worlds. Kind of good, I guess. Let's see. That looks has more smiles this time than last time. It'd be kind of sick if you wanted to get another back to back. Then people can. I was rooting for like somebody who already won to one before the weekend started outside of Shota, because like the more like
Yeah.
multiple time champions, the less people can be salty. Oh, look, his fire shoes actually. That's his celeb appearance. Uh, yeah, it's kind of fitting they put fire shoes right there, I guess, for the final match. So,
I mean, he's always here, right?
well, they have different spotters, right? It's not like there's clones of him doing every match.
I feel like I see him on every PT coverage match, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, they got different
Finals time,
ones.
the big guns, Island
Yeah.
versus Fire Bluff Canal. Holy.
Yeah. So let's see what's going on here. So Akira has
It'd be cool if Akira won, because he's like not a very. He's like definitely the underdog. It's like a David versus Goliath situation, you know.
kind of, yeah. I mean, if there was like odds, people might be like Sas is like 60 and Akira's 40, because like I don't
I mean,
know.
Seth's on the play. Like,
Yeah. Well, like let's say outside of play, because then it's too complicated. Like they're playing a mirror match. I don't know. We'll see how this goes, but
I mean, yeah, the decks
it's
are a
pretty
little bit different.
close.
Like, I, I imagine Seth is probably like, yeah, like it's probably 60-40 because Seth has the play and is like, I'm not saying Akira's bad, but surely Seth is a little bit better.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not
I think this is
like
Akira's second PT event.
I don't know like if this matchup's higher or lower variance, but I almost feel like this is a matchup where like it's hard to have that much of an edge, maybe in a way. I mean, I guess I don't know if that's always like maybe that's always kind of true in Magic in a way, uh, but yeah,
Yeah, I think that's just always true. This is
yeah.
this is a very low value fire off of.
Well, it makes sense. He's
I
looking.
mean,
I mean, he
I'm
has
not
three
saying
monuments,
you
right?
yeah, like
And Tess has like
you have to
basically
do it. Yeah,
literally no interaction. Like he has one quench and then the bounce spells. Like you're just gonna play your
he does have the
monuments.
quench in hand.
Yeah, because he's lucky, dude. Maybe he slipped it to the palm of his hand. Slipped it from his lap. Just kidding.
He's just gonna pass again. This is cool.
Well, I don't know. He has multiple monuments. I mean, they had his hand up, but I can't. Wow, that's what's going on here. Does he have his own counter spell? Let's see. Oh my god,
No, he doesn't.
that's cringe. Well, actually, I guess that's why they don't put me on commentary. I see him playing him like that's cringe.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe they wouldn't hire you on the official Wizard. I mean, Seth actually does have it in hand, right? So
Yeah, but he has one, so it's like less. I don't know what the odds are, but I would guess it's like less than 30%. I'm
yeah, I
guessing.
mean, I'm not saying it's an amazing play.
Well, the thing is, like, what else are you doing anyway, right? Like, the cantrips aren't even accomplishing anything really, right? Like, what are you? And what are you gonna do next turn? And like,
What is happening? What are, did Seth just pat? No, Seth hasn't landed it. I think Seth moved to combat.
yeah, he's attacking with Grandma,
Interesting time to cast Opt, in
Grandma.
my opinion.
Yeah, he could have potentially passed and just like tried to opt in combat, block Grand, and actually it would have worked here, which is kind of sick. So there
Wait,
you go. You're
he
the one
drew
like
into
saying
the
to a
torch, but then
genius.
didn't cast it.
Sorry, what did you say?
He drew into the torch, but then didn't cast it. So I guess I don't understand why we opted right now.
I don't. Yeah, I'm confused by what's happening here.
Yeah,
So
pick
you
one.
know, um, well, the thing about monument, it's just like if you don't play, like I was just saying, like if you don't cast the monument, like what else are you doing with the turn? Like it's not like casting abandoned
No,
house
I
as a
completely
thing.
agree. Yeah,
And
like
like he
Akira just
has
casts an
one.
Opt, right?
It's not even that bad. And like you have a second monument anyway, so like anyway, so yeah. And it's like you have a count, but I don't know. Maybe like the hand readers are
Right.
wrong. Maybe he's like on some astral plane where he's just like looking at it, wants to do
10,000
this.
years ahead. No, but I feel like you're so right. Like in this scenario, like what is like imagine if Akira just jammed and traded with the quench. And Seth has to have it, and he does. But Seth has to have it. And then he
Yeah,
just
you have a
untaps and
second
casts another
monument. Yeah,
one.
you have a second monument. And also you're losing the discard outlet this way too, right? Because now, I mean, obviously, like you know what I mean. Abandoned attachment
Yeah.
to discard outlet for monument. Um, so yeah, it's kind of puzzling, but it's kind of working out because now he has talent and
But
like
now
it's
he has
kind
yeah,
of
now he has the talent. See, maybe this is Galaxy Brain. Because now I can go like
yeah. But Cess is gonna
land
pop off
talent.
next turn though, kind of, because Cess is gonna go play monument
Well,
and he has the talent.
Seth doesn't have a monument.
Which actually does here now on the thing. Are you watching the stream?
Oh yeah, yeah, no, I see it. Yeah.
So Cess is gonna have
I
a
wonder
pretty
if
good
Seth is
turn.
just gonna fire off the quench.
Yeah, that's not give a
I wouldn't
fuck.
yeah,
I guess I keep
that
the
wouldn't
stream
be
family
crazy.
friendly so the whole family can watch. No more profanities. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got two likes on the stream so far. So people are showing their support.
Based.
Send a
Yeah, he
like.
does just fire it off.
Give us some.
Wait, I feel like this maybe we were wrong. Like look, he just fires off his quench for nothing.
What do you mean for nothing? It's because he's probably like. I have to see Akira's list, but he's like, oh, I wanna tap out. Well, what happened? Did the talent get countered?
Oh my god, he
For
lets it get
nothing,
countered?
Muppet. Holy, hold
Wait,
on.
what?
Yeah, he wanted to remove the Grand and play his
That's
own.
crazy. I mean, I guess Gran is pretty good, but
Yeah, dude, don't pretend you understand Grand, bro. Don't even. But like, he didn't do it for nothing. Probably, I have to see Akira's list, but probably Akira has a bunch of counter spells. So he's like, I want to tap him out so I can resolve my own monuments, right? So that made sense. Like, you know what I mean? It's a little Giga Drowse, dude. Get Tristan up in here to understand Giga Drowse. Do you know what Giga Drowse does?
Yeah.
Exactly. He Giga Drowsed him, bro. So,
Yeah, I guess so.
and now Sess is doing his thing.
Yeah,
So
it
we'll
looks
see.
pretty. I think it looks good for Seth.
Well, yeah, because the other guy, because the problem is, I mean, I guess Akira has a grand, and actually, it's funny if he had one more like lesson in the yard, then he could actually like if he draws firebending lesson, he has double monument to endurance, which would be sick here. I mean, I guess he'd have to like firebending lesson his own thing, so that sucks. But um, he could resolve both the monuments this turn if he like looks away a lesson because he goes like monument, discard a lesson, and then play the other one. But the problem here was the talent gone because I was gonna say it was gonna be kind of a close game because like both of them might have had artist talent plus monument, and then it would be like you know what I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah.
like when most people are popping off with Phoenix. But Akira's talent's gone, so his monuments are kind of weak now. Like he really needs to find another talent. Um, and let's see, and Seth still has some gas going, so yeah, and he has the land. So let's see what happens
Interesting.
here. Yeah, dude, I love this token. It's wild. It's like the Nadu token. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, oh, he draws Firebending Lesson. So yeah, you can play this, attack, discard Firebending Lesson, play another Monument post-combat with discount. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what goes down here. Discards it, yeah. Yeah, resolving the Monument's kind of tricky. So that's why people are getting confused, like the when to choose the discard stuff. Um, let's see. Let's see what's happening here. So I mean, is he thinking about casting double talent? I guess maybe he's like, I don't have another way to discard a card. Maybe I should cast double talent. But it looks pretty good for
Yeah.
sets, right? So if he goes double
Yeah.
talent, yeah,
Yeah.
so he
Yeah.
goes monument. But yeah, here you can see the problem was like,
I mean, Seth has Pyroclasm. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, like the problem is he has double monument, but he doesn't have any way to discard right now, right? I mean, he
yeah.
has
Yeah.
Grand,
Yeah.
which he's going down.
Right. But that's a one timer.
Yeah. So like that's kind of the problem. Like obviously
Okay.
that
Okay.
I'm beating a dead horse about was like the when you didn't play the monument earlier. It's like the problem is you hold it, but then you don't have anything to discard because you use your banner
Yeah. Yeah.
attachments.
Yeah.
And what else? I mean, if he draws a land, he can buy back the abandoned attachments. But anyway, this looks like it's pretty good for Seth. So we'll see what happens. But like if Akira draws a talent, it could be pretty good because he has the two monuments in play. So he has a monument advantage. He just doesn't have the looting advantage, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, Seth getting to untap in this position seems so bad for Akira.
Well, Akira gets to untap next though. Also, Seth is at 10 life, right? So if he discards one card, he can actually get Seth to
Oh, that's
4.
actually a great point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
If he
Grand
draws
is
a
a
land,
guaranteed
it's gonna be sick. Like he actually might be
discard.
able to
Yeah.
win if he draws a land and he goes like
That's
buy
true.
back.
Yeah. He might just win this game.
Yeah, because Seth is at 4. That's pretty sick. I mean,
Yeah.
Seth can
Well,
like
that was good.
Seth could like boomerang mid 6 a monument to try and slow him down. That would be funny.
Well, Seth doesn't have any. The way Seth's tapping is pretty bad, right?
Well, he
Like,
has a treasure though, right?
I know, but
Well, he has a
like,
discount, so
look,
he's
like,
gonna
look. Now he has to. This is
technique the
horrible.
otter.
Like, he just tapped his River Fire for no reason.
Dude, it's because he's trying to. It's probably because he knows it doesn't matter, but he's trying to tilt his opponent by being like, "Man, why did
It
my
does
opponent just
matter.
get his mana?"
It literally matters right now.
Yeah, but like it's all part of. I mean, it makes sense to kill the otter, right? Because you don't want it to hit
Yeah,
you.
because I guess you're at 10. Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, now and he discarded the grand anyway, so he's like, I don't got time for that bullshit. It's basically what he's saying. And which is funny because Akira actually doesn't have the answer right now to it. So
Oh, he draws another monument. That's really good.
yeah, like I guess his choice is like, does he boomerang basics one of his opponent's monuments, basically? Let's see,
You probably should because I think you're gonna win next turn, right?
Seth.
Yeah.
Well, how does he win next turn? You mean like just have too much of an advantage, like he can't kill him?
Yeah, I guess he won't. I guess he won't literally win the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, even then, that would just make me even more inclined to cast the basics.
What's the downside of doing this? Maybe he's like, I mean, it seems fine to do. I don't know. Like, so it's like, what's the downside of doing this? It's like maybe you want the boomerang basics to trigger your stuff for cheap next turn, or like get better triggers. Like maybe you want the guaranteed 1 mana card to trigger your double monument next turn. That would be like the argument not to, I
Oh,
guess.
sure.
But this seems fine because like, how much does it
Yeah,
really matter to have the thing?
this seems extremely safe. Yeah,
Yeah. So
like you
Seth.
still get a treasure back.
Oh yeah. What's he doing here? Why is he playing it tapped? Okay, he's playing that. Oh, wow, that's kind of aggro, but maybe it makes sense because he has like the Agnes Verde or whatever. But like maybe it would have been
Wait,
better
what's
to just,
aggro?
yeah, maybe it was better to just like hold it because now he's gonna be kind of as a slow next turn. But I guess he can make like multiple
Oh, yeah.
treasures if he draws spells. He can go like draw a card, make a treasure. Guess let's see. So
Yeah,
boomerang
I see.
basics on the talent. This kind of reminds me of like when you're playing the VV Cauldron mirrors. It's like you were doing like your opponent has VV Cauldron down, so like everything you do just kind of doesn't matter. Like your bouncing talent is kind of cool, but you're playing VV Cauldron. Maybe talent monuments to new VV Cauldron. Holy. I mean that's kind of a play pattern with Grand. Like if you play Grand, like if you untap with Grand and play Monument, it's kind of broken. Especially imagine if you go like make a treasure and then just like shock their blocker. Man, am I gonna have to play this deck at PT Lorwyn? Play Phoenix and paper?
Yeah, I mean, it might be. I mean, I don't know. Like,
We'll see.
Josh Moscow says that just isn't that consistent. So, I mean, what? Like, he could be right.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how over or underrated, how it is. But like,
It's
it
kind of
just
a
seems
base
like
thing.
hard. It seems like very good. Like the things the deck are doing are good. Like it just has a lot of good aspects about it. Maybe I'm just saying that because it's like looks like Phoenix, but you know what I mean. Like it's hard to interact with. It's proactive. It has interaction. It's like consistent. It's etc. Like it seems pretty solid. So we'll see. Like, what are the other good decks in standard? I have to think about it. Like, will that, you know, will that Oroboy deck stick around? Is it a flash in the pan? There's the Reanimator deck, but like, you know, you still have counter spells and graveyard hate. I mean, maybe more people will play Reanimator in the coming weeks.
Oh my God, he rips the arrows.
Oh yeah, I guess it was kind of interesting. He went triple talent, so it was like maybe he could stage some sort of a comeback here. But let's see what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, Seth is at 10. Like this could definitely work, but I don't think it's going to.
Discarding a monument, it looks like. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only other card in his hand. That stupid land is like helping Seth stay in this game. By the way, like if he just draws monument for turn, he may be just dead.
Well, he could have sequenced differently if he didn't have the land because he went all in. Remember a few turns
Yeah, that's true. He
because
can
he
just
has the
save
land.
the monument last turn. Yeah, because he only used 1 mana last turn.
But yeah, the land is nice for sure.
Yeah,
It's like a desolate lighthouse. So let's see. So here it is. He'll assess is probably his heart's beating because he doesn't know if his opponent's opt or something. But nah, he got enough. He has nothing. So. Oh, it's funny. I don't know if he had enough mana, but if he had enough mana, he could actually get talent to level 3 and then Pyroclasm. But it doesn't look like he has enough mana. Yeah, I mean now it looks pretty over, right? Because that has accumulate wisdom.
right. I don't know how.
Well, I guess he
How it
could
could come
win.
back.
If he just top decks artist talent, I guess he could win because he goes artist talent, play a second monument. No, don't scoop. No. Why? No. Oh.
I
So
don't
like,
think artist talent would be enough.
well, because
I
that's
mean,
a 10 life, right? So you go artist talent, play monument, and then you can go like, and then you can potentially try and burn him out because it works on both players' turn. Like you go draw a card, then you untap.
but you don't have a discounter. Like, what do you mean?
No, but like you don't like Seth. Like let me go back in the stream a bit. I don't know if you're watching my stream. Like if you go here, Seth isn't gonna set like Akira's at 13 life, right? Seth can't kill him, so Akira gets to untap twice, right?
Oh, you're saying Seth can't actually kill him yet? Yeah.
And then he has two
Yeah.
monuments in play, so he can get.
I mean, Seth probably can, but he doesn't know that. Like, he has like a non-zero amount of percent chance to win that game. Yeah, you're right.
Like he could play monument because
Yeah.
he has two monuments. His opponent's at 10 life. Like he could even just go, yeah. So
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Reduke wouldn't approve probably. I do approve of some scoops, but yeah, he probably didn't think about it. He's just like he probably didn't forget that you could just burn him out or something. Seemed kind of unlikely, I guess, or whatever. So let's see what's going on here. Got some Avatar posters on the wall. Oh, the Fire Shoes is took a break. Got bored.
Oh yeah, they swapped them out.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty boring to watch. So. This is a great commentary. It's pretty boring to watch. Um, let's see. Yeah. Well, those guys. They got it shuffling. I guess I can take a look at the deck, see if Akira has any interesting sideboard cards. Let's see. Melee. Akira, is it? Let's see. So he has 3 Grands. Let's see what else. 2 Real Quenches, 2 Ops, Roaring Furnace. So he has 2 Annulls, so that seems pretty good in the mirror. And he doesn't have any negates. He has a Spell Pierce, Legend of Baruch, Ral. So I saw him side in a Ral against Otters, so maybe I'll side it in here as well. That would be funny. No Riddlers. Yeah, I mean mostly Annulls and like a Spell Pierce, and maybe some Planeswalkers and maybe a Soul Guide.
Mm-hmm.
Sets up 2-0. Is that what happened? Or is that was game 1? Okay, so they're not sideboard.
Oh, it was game 1, yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're dozing off. Lamest Worlds Finals ever. I mean, it's kind of
that
like
was just game 1.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting in the thick of it. I wonder at the Worlds if people are like watching or if they all got bored and left. We need to.
No, surely they're watching, right?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say when it was the last Modern PT Finals and it was Blue Eye Control against Belcher.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, it sounds so boring. I'm not gonna watch it, but I did watch for the finals because then that's when it's kind of.
It was
like,
good.
oh,
We were watching it together.
Yeah, I was like, oh, the Belcher guy's up 2-0. Let's see what's up with that. Yeah, I remember. I was
It was a good matchup for Belcher. I told you, I was like, Belcher's ahead. You're like, no, there's no way. Like,
whoa, what do you mean, dude? Did I? I don't know if maybe that happened. I didn't test those matchups. I just thought it seemed like I don't know if I thought Blue Eye Control was that ahead. I mean, I thought it was like a little bit ahead, maybe, but I also thought
yeah, I think you thought it was a little bit ahead
to watch Blue Eye Control, or whatever. I mean, it was kind of interesting the last game because you could kind of see like what goes wrong when you like get too much in your head or whatever. Like when you think you're ahead, but you're not actually ahead, so you get super conservative, and then you just like let your opponent back in the game because you're like, that's what I was saying live. I'm like, this guy's like, he's making these plays because he thinks he's ahead, but he doesn't know he's not actually that ahead.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
I mean, he was ahead, but then he just like didn't.
Oh, you're right. He just made a series of plays that.
Yeah, not using his mana basically. Like he kept like not casting spells to be flexible, but then like he just fell behind because he wasn't casting spells, and then like he actually ran out of cards because like too much card disadvantage is happening or whatever, which is kind of funny. Because like, wasn't like I don't know if Belcher was surgical, but like I think something. I guess it was.
No, it was a word, right?
Oh, there was like a Narset in play.
That
was what happened. I think there was like a Narset and a Teferi in play or something, or one of those Planeswalkers. So they're like, oh, Belcher's all locked.
Yeah. No. Okay. But let's get back to this finals. Because this game actually looks interesting.
So Seth's kept in his. Oh no, this is game 2. Never mind. Okay, so Grand into talent, and Seth has transferring monument. So Seth kind of has a pretty good nut draw here going. And let's see. I mean, Akira only has 2 quenches. Like this also reminds me of the Phoenix Mirror in that it's like so uninteractive because that's kind of how the Phoenix Mirror was too. Like you'd have like 2 spell pierces and that was it.
Yeah. Very, very much so.
So it's like you just slam, man. That's so troll, man. Yeah, that's funny. No, I was gonna say it's funny that there's a Phoenix Finals and Worlds, but I don't even like. I wonder if I played this event if I would have even like found the lessons deck because it's like not necessarily. It's not like obvious, So
yeah,
especially with the talent and the monument stuff too, and all of that.
Is Seth supposed to just jam his monument, or is he supposed to run out and Grand?
Well, probably jam the. Well, let's see. What's his hand? So his hand is Grand.
It's not that clear.
Oh, he's going for the level.
That's cool. That's a good play, actually.
Well, let's see, because if he played Grand, what else was he gonna do? Like, just waste his mana?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't make sense to play Grand, yeah.
I mean, it's not like a crazy play, but like, Also, because he doesn't have a
No, no,
land
no.
drop
Yeah,
next turn anyway, so like he's kind of his next turn's gonna be awkward if he plays Grand, because if he misses if he misses a land next turn, it's gonna be awkward. But look, yeah, he found a Spire Bluff.
yeah, yeah.
His opponent also levels, so that's kind of interesting. And let's see what his hand is. Well, yeah, okay, it's a tap land. So here, yeah,
He
this is
drew it for turn.
interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, now
Now, do
he
you
might
play
just.
Grand Jam?
I think so. I mean, maybe he's playing talent. We'll see. Okay, yeah, so he's going
Okay,
for
plays
talent.
talent.
Let's see what he discards. Like he might discard combustion technique. Seems like kind of an easy discard. Combustion technique for Grand.
That seems like the most natural discard. Yeah.
Yes, he does discard it. Then he gets his trigger. Let's see. So he has 2 lessons in the graveyard. So if he draws another lesson, then he could cast the Accumulate Wisdom. Okay, that's interesting. So I guess, I mean, it kind of makes sense to play Grand maybe if you want to play around Quench. Because like if you play the Accumulate Wisdom, your opponent can just quench it if you care about that. And also, Grand doesn't trigger Artist Talent later. So I don't know. I feel like Grand
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the right
yeah.
play.
Yeah, I feel like Grand is a good
Spire
play
Bluff.
here. Like your hand is like mostly good, so you should just keep all the spells in there.
Yeah, and Spire Bluff. Let's
Hey,
see.
it doesn't even quench it. Makes sense.
So it does seem like Seth is ahead because he has the monument, but Akira does have the talent.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Akira is just a good draw step away from.
Yeah,
being
if he
ahead.
draws Accumulate Wisdom, he needs to draw like a cantrip or a monument.
Wisdom or monument, I think.
Yeah, either of them, or even just any cantrip will be pretty good. So let's see what's he gonna
What do you
discard
discard?
here.
Island? Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that
look,
makes
he has a nice
sense.
graveyard separation going. He has a lessons and the others.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it's smart. Way better than sets. Who is the
Yeah,
better basics?
the better. Well, they both
I'm gonna
got
get Guildgate versus basic land.
Well, I guess Akira put more effort into his basics. It looked like.
Yeah, I mean Seth just shows from the land box. I don't even think his are matching.
No, they're not kind of based. I got my own basics though. A year or two. I used to be a land boxer, as they say.
You've moved on from that.
Well, it's kind of hard to buy basics online because I think like it's not that easy to buy the right art that you want necessarily.
What? What do you mean it's not that easy?
Well, one time I ordered like basic land art and they just sent me like stock basic ones, and I was like confused. Like they didn't fulfill my order. But I didn't
Wait,
last
what
time
did
I
you
used
order?
just like random basics like that I liked from like Lorwyn or whatever set it was. I don't know. But I ordered
They
a
didn't
bunch of
send you the right ones?
yeah, it was I don't know what was up with that. But the second time it worked, I bought from I don't know the one that everybody sends their buy list to, and I got a bunch of white border basics
Card
that are
Kingdom?
nice, that were cheap. Yeah, like Card Kingdom, and I just got like a bunch of white border old. Not because it was like on purpose. I just wanted the old art, and like all the old art was expensive except for the white border. So I got the white border ones, but they look kind of nice.
I like the way the whiteboarders look.
Yeah, they look kind of nice. They're kind of cool and refreshing, and like you can find them when you're searching your deck pretty fast, and like nobody's gonna
Oh, this
steal
is
them because like or it's like easy to get them. They look kind of stylish, yeah. Um, yeah, they look good for sure. And you'll get funny, yeah. People will think you're
This is
trolling with them.
uncommon.
They'll be like, "Nice white borders, bro." And you're like, "I'm just what I can afford."
Yeah, that's not actually very good here, right?
Okay, what's happening? So accumulate wisdom.
Now he's just gonna play Monument. He just ancestral, then now he's gonna play
Yeah,
Monument.
so he didn't play monument first. I guess kind of weird. Was there like a reason for that?
I think he was just being greedy because he just didn't want his ancestral to get countered.
Oh, okay. Well, no, that makes sense. So yeah, he didn't want it to get quenched.
Yeah,
That makes sense. Well,
yeah. I'm
doesn't
not saying
his
it's a bad
opponent
play.
literally have a quench? So
He does, yeah. No, Seth has been playing around the quench. Like I mean, he was right to suspect that.
okay, so let's see if he unlocks this room, dude. Feels so bad, man. Yeah,
Oh god,
it's
it's
Jover.
not a great play.
His hand island is Jover. These wins are like so deterministic once you have the engine.
I know.
Wow,
You were right. This matchup is just ice, like
tough to
coin
watch.
flipping. Perhaps no.
I mean, it's kind of like a storm mirror, I guess.
Storm mirror, yeah.
I mean,
Neoform
the way
mirror.
Seth's list is built, he doesn't have like that much interaction. It's very proactive what he's doing. Like he has one counter spell main. I mean, like I said, it is kind of like a Phoenix mirror. And Phoenix Mirrors are like not that interesting,
I mean, he
honestly.
has a bunch of random sideboard counters, though, right? Like,
Well,
Akira's list is not that much different in terms of all the counter spells are in the sideboard.
yeah. Well, but they don't have that like. What do they have? Like six. I mean, Akira doesn't have that many counter spell sideboard. He has like two annuls and like a spell pierce, right? So it's not like
Yeah,
he
I
managed.
mean, there's like four, but how many counter spells do you want?
Well, it just. I mean, four is pretty low because like the quench is barely a counter spell. Like it's not that
Sure.
good. It's not that reliable at interacting with artist talent. So it's like you have like two annuls that are reliable at interacting with artist talent. Um, yeah. So let's see. So yeah, he's bouncing the room. That makes sense. Is this moves for Sass? Let's see. Is there anything interesting to say? I mean, I guess it seemed like we were saying, yeah, the game's just over and we're going through the motions here. So we were talking about the sideboarding, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it really does feel like a.
That's what I was saying. Like, I kept watching the coverage. I kept fast forward. That's why I'm like, let's not do the whole top eight because I'm literally just fast forwarding through all the coverage. And it's just like this. I'm like, okay, next game. Like, nothing's happened. Like, I don't need to see this.
No, but this is the finals.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
I
fine.
mean, last year's Worlds finals was so boring.
Well, it was kind of funny though because it was like it was like Golgari, right? So like, Kristen.
Well, it was a bad matchup for Javier, I think. He just kind of steamrolled them anyway.
Well, I never
He was
know.
like piss ripping.
I mean, Golgari has problems. I just remember, like, Javier was like casting
Moreland.
spells and yeah. I mean, I remember Marcio did say he thought he was favorite in the matchup because I ran into him in the hallway afterwards, and I'm like, oh, at least you won your money or whatever, and he seemed kind of tilted. He was like, yeah, but I don't, I don't, I don't care about the money. He was tilted or whatever. He was like, I think I said like the matchup seemed bad for you, and then he looked like, and then he's like, I don't know. he's like, I can't do this. I forget what happened. It was like 1 year ago, I guess. Um, I forget which side I thought was favored. I might have thought maybe I thought Demir. No, didn't people think Demir was favored? Yeah, people actually thought Demir was favored, right? Because like the Golgari deck couldn't really interact with the Jace combo, and like I don't know, because Golgari sucks, I guess. I forget. I remember I did test Golgari, I think, for that Worlds, and I did play against like
Yeah.
that combo because that combo deck was actually kind of popping off at the time. I guess I don't know how much people remember, but like a couple people on my team were testing it. And it was like popping off in the challenges or whatever. And like I played Golgari, and the matchup seemed kind of hard because like Golgari doesn't win that quickly, and they just need to like cast a demon, and then like the game's over. I don't know. That sounds weird, I guess, but yeah, that's some good commentary going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't actually well versed because nobody ever played the Demon deck after that tournament. Like somehow everybody knew the deck was awful.
Well, how do you think of your version? Because like a lot of people would play like a blue black version, but he would play like a blue black green version of it. Like they would kind of because they don't like a converter, and yeah. And we thought it was fine. I mean, I kind of considered it a little bit, but it was just too bad. Like the problem with the control version is blue black control was too bad of a deck. Like the show, yeah, it was too bad. Whatever. Anyway, let's see. So they're talking about the sideboarding probably. Maybe I should turn the audio on for a second.
Lot of lands to pick up. Okay, we're going to take a short break here from Top 8 Sunday. When we come back, though, we'll have the conclusion.
Looks like they're taking a break, so stick around, I guess. I don't know. I guess we don't need to say too much during this. There's nothing to say.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could talk about Neoform again. I don't know.
Well, we can talk about the arena. There's an Avatar Arena Direct next week. Are you gonna play that or no?
Is it collector or regular?
Regular, I'm pretty sure. I feel like the EV is like
Okay.
$6, but I don't know. Maybe that's not true.
I don't think I'll play that, but maybe.
Hey,
I don't know.
did you hear the news about Neon? They started cashing people out for Neon because they ran out of boxes.
Oh, they did. Oh, nice. I mean, getting the cash is like always better than the box, right?
Well, it depends on the Neon boxes. Were actually the MSRP is they were selling for like $200 a minimum on TCG. So
Oh, so they're only cashing you like 140.
Yeah, but it's hard to. I mean, it's not that bad. It depends on the
No,
specific one.
that's still a very reasonable return because you also have to do zero work for the money.
Yeah. So I'm, I'm not complaining.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, well, the 200, it's not even really 200 because you have to pay you have to pay some
Well,
fees.
Meat
I guess if
King
you
had
sell it
just
locally, but if
commented
you
in
sell
the
on TCG, you have to pay fee, marketplace fee, 10% shipping fee. But yeah. Um, okay, well, the guard is a pretty short break, I guess. It's coming back in 1 minute. Yeah, the directs. I mean, I'm
yeah,
pretty
it's just
interested by the directs because, or like by if they're gonna keep doing them every 2 weeks, because like since October they've been doing one every 2 weeks, and it's like that's interesting. Maybe I'll move into a bigger apartment next
yeah.
year.
I mean, they replaced opens, right?
Well, they're gonna.
More or less.
Did you read the announcement? They're bringing opens back next year, kind of. They're like merging directs and
Well,
opens into some weird
well,
event.
aren't they doing like the limited qualifiers on Arena?
Yeah,
One's
the
like queue for the
qualifiers are
limited.
basically opens and directs merged together and qualifiers because they're gonna be draft. It's like the same. It's basically the same structure as open, but it's on demand, so you can just keep playing. And I think game one is probably draft, not sealed. Anyway, that'll be interesting next year, but I think they're only gonna do like 4 or 5. Like they're not gonna do them all the time because every two
Yeah,
weeks was directs. It's like that's interesting. How long is that gonna go for? They don't really communicate it that well, but that's it. Like I buy that's interesting. I'm interested to see if you know how much I'll be able to compete in them. You know what I mean? How you know if you see what I'm saying. Like if they do it every 2 weeks for the next year, how much am I gonna be playing of them and stuff? But yeah, looks like they're back. As much as I like sealed and stuff. It would be nice if they did more constructed or draft directs because
yeah, yeah. The draft one seemed pretty sick. Probably better way to have edge in that one. They only
yeah,
did constructed like once.
yeah. My win rate in both the constructed and draft one was higher than the sealed one by a bit. But also, it was just
Oh
like
wow.
was like less. It was like less mental effort to play it because like sealed can take a while to build your deck, and like the
Yeah, yeah,
games are
yeah,
longer. Like the sealed games, yeah, the sealed games like take a longer time. It's like more relaxing to just play like a stock tier one deck in the queues than like yeah. And it's like the sealed decks, you kind of have to be like thinking more, if that makes sense, because it's more new situations. Whereas like with construct, like it's easier to make a dumb mistake in sealed than it is in standard. I guess is what I'm saying. Like
yeah, yeah. Sure,
it's very
sure.
easy to make like a small mistake in sealed, and like, but mostly the games are grindy, right? Like a lot of sealed games like take a long time to end, and like a lot of sealed is kind of weird. It's like like a mix of like playing around weird stuff. Anyway, so I guess I'm just saying like sealed takes more mental effort to play. Like it's hard to spam the queues when it's sealed because like you have to build your deck. You have to be like pretty thoughtful in the games more so than constructed, I think. Um, so it's like hard to kind of really grind them, and the games are just slower. And like they're also just kind of like it's harder to have a good feeling for if you're gonna win or lose because it's like really hard to know what's gonna happen. Like sometimes you just get wrecked by a bomb. Sometimes
Yeah.
there's probably more
I mean,
non-games sealed in a way. I guess is what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's true. Like
Well, like
the
for me,
the
that's
variance
true.
in. I mean, maybe I'm not really sure. I'm just saying the variance in sealed always gets like less hidden. Like I don't know if
Yeah,
there's
I mean,
more or
like
less non-game.
you could say there's like the non-games in constructed are more subtle, but I mean, like you're more likely to be mana screwed in sealed. I guess is what I'm saying. Maybe if you're me, because I'm
Yeah,
always playing
that's probably
$5.
true. Yeah.
Uh,
Pick
or
your
like
moles.
there's more likely to be a power mismatch between both people's draws, where like one player just steamrolls the other. I guess.
Oh,
But
that's interesting. Yeah. I
um,
mean, the decks are limited decks are just inherently made to be.
or it's just the draws too.
Uh,
Like you have to keep a wider
yeah, yeah,
range of
yeah.
hands, and like there's a wider range of hands in sealed. I mean, I don't mind sealed, but like it can be, it can be tough to grind. I guess is what I'm saying. So yeah, it'll be interesting. So we'll see. Let's see what's going on here. It looks pretty chill. Looks,
Yeah.
doesn't look too distracted or whatever. Let's see. Did they replace the guy again? Okay, let's see what he's got here.
there any blue lands? It's a mulligan. Okay, yeah. Sending it back. So this is up 2-0, so this could be the last game. Actually, probably decent
Yeah.
odds.
I think it just mulled to 5.
Oh, 5? Let's see. Let's look at Seth's hand here. Seth's hand looks fine. Nothing crazy, but has a couple interactions. It's kind of what you
Yeah, I mean, you
what you want on the
obviously
draw.
keep, right?
Well, it's almost kind of what you want on the draw, right? Like you kind of would rather
Yeah, you
throw
have the
your
spell
foot ahead,
pierce, A6,
do your
D8. I
thing.
don't know. Like it's a
Grand
pretty good
would be good
hand.
here, yeah. So yeah,
Akira looks pretty resigned.
yeah, he looks like me right now, like tired. Oh,
Yeah, this is about to be the most boring Worlds Finals ever. They're gonna outdo last year's.
last year was also a 3-0, but yeah. Well, last year was kind of funny because there was like demons flying around and shit. Like Golgari versus Demir is kind of an interesting matchup. I don't know. Like I'm not saying what the games were or whatever, but like the matchup's kind of it. You don't think that's an interesting matchup? Like Golgari versus Demir just seems interesting. It's like mid range. It's like grindy. Stuff is happening. You know what I mean? It's like it's like a back and forth. You don't know who's winning. There's a lot of close choices. And this is like a storm mirror, like a KCI mirror. But maybe Mulling to 5 is not that bad because like you can just recuperate card advantage. So kind of like Phoenix. Like Phoenix and Mulling to 5 was bad. You know what I mean? But like it might not matter if you just get the treasure cruise going. So let's see what happens. Looks like Seth's brought in the Rizzler.
I mean, Cruz can always undo your mulligans.
Yeah, if you set it up, like it's just like once your engine's flowing, it just doesn't matter. Yeah,
I mean, Seth could lose this game. Like his hand's not that good.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. Countering this firebending lesson, it's funny because Seth's like it's really good for Seth if he does, but like maybe he won't do it because he'll want to hold it up for monument or something. So we'll see. This is a big choice for him right here, whether to counter this, because like it would be really good for him to counter it. Like based on the open hands, right? Because like the firebending lesson's so bad in Akira's hand. It's actually like so good for Seth if he counters this. Oh, he does it. Oh, he does it, dude. Did he say this that way he would do it?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I mean, part of what he might have been thinking is like he didn't play a red land, so he already might be like not have the artist.
Yeah, it was probably about the red land, right?
Also, probably he was
I guess, yeah.
He could have been like, if my opponent resolves a monument, at least I can try and counter the artist talent later, or vice versa. Like it was insanely good for him to counter this thing.
This?
Well, he kind of has to. I mean, he has a second one anyway.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess you should. Yeah.
Like it's the firebending lesson. Like is also, I guess it's kind of funny with the grand. This is kind of like the thing with lightning axe. Like if you play Thing in the Ice into lightning axe, you can lightning.
Yeah, you strain their
axe,
right?
Well, it's like the getting the lesson in the graveyard is so good, right? Like if he could cast the lesson, it's a third lesson. But like if Seth doesn't play a grand, he can't play the shock. You see what I'm saying? Like the firebending, like being able to cast shock lets you develop. Look at Akira. Akira's got to just know he's dead. Look, do you see that? Do you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw his face. It's just Jover. Let's look at Seth.
Yeah, I mean he's extremely resigned. Yeah.
Yeah, Seth's reaction. I mean, the way he wins this game is if Seth plays a Storm Chaser's talent here. That's his way to win.
I mean,
he does it. He does it.
I mean, I still don't really see how this is enough.
No, but it's gonna be helpful. So let's see. It says plan to like boomerang.
Right. I mean, you can try. Like you just basics your talent and then you just pass, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could just if he plays artist talent or something.
He probably should have shocked it in response to the bouncing it because of the prowess.
He doesn't. Yeah, smart.
No. Oh, why is he not doing it? Oh my god.
It just doesn't shock it at all. That's interesting. I guess it makes sense.
Why?
Goes for it now. Seth just has the negate.
Why does it make sense to not shock it on his opponent's turn because of the prowess? You mean like just accept you made that mistake already?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty.
That was a really rough rough expression. I
I
mean,
mean,
obviously very brutal negate, but
he'd have to, you know, top deck another thing, which seems slim. Another accumulate wisdom. So what does Seth do here? Yeah, it's over.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like we're just watching. Like,
Well,
just
if he
gets to
top
click
decks
buttons.
accumulate
It's so
wisdom, you
good.
know, he might have some. He could win.
That's true.
If he like accumulate wisdom,
He has to
like he
keep
draws a
playing,
bunch
but
of good cards, like and then plays
I mean,
money.
he's still not really ahead. Like, if you,
No, but it's
I
like
guess
he's
he could
not
rip like
100% dead.
wisdom into like his last 2 wisdoms or something. Yeah, like
Yeah, like if he literally top decks wisdom right now. This is nice for Seth. Is he gonna go for the Riddler? Let's see.
yeah, that makes sense.
These shocklands are nice, I guess, for the mana, for the Verge.
Basically, Steam vents.
Well,
He's tapping it the wrong way.
they're pretty good. Seth is probably feeling pretty good right here. Let's see his face if he expresses
Right.
it. He's pretty serious right now. He doesn't look like he's about to win. Like, I'm interested to see if his face, but it's gonna change when his opponent scoops.
I think I'll just concede. Yeah.
Oh, he does it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
World champion with a 3-0 victory over Akira
Boomers, bro.
Shibata.
The old guard keeps winning.
Into
Yeah, I mean the
legendary
good players win.
status,
That's how it is.
Hall of Fame, Pro Tour champion, 2-time world champion.
He went from 0-2, won 10 in a row, and
They're
didn't
freaking
drop
out
a
that he
game
started
yet
0-2.
today,
His fire
going
shoes there.
13 match
You
wins
know,
in a
I mean,
row.
that is a pretty good
Two-time
comeback.
champion, joining
Chad
only
is
Javier
extremely
Rodriguez and
unhappy.
Shahar
Let's see his
Shahar
read.
as
Let's see who else is
two-time
there.
champs.
Is that
Comes
Nam?
his teammates and friends to congratulate him. We take a
Yeah,
quick look
Nam is on the team.
at Akira there. Huge
Another Canadian, right?
congratulations to Akira
Yeah.
for an amazing run.
Absolutely.
Really impressive and a lot to smile
Like,
about. I'm glad to
like in
see
in the
a
background,
smile
there's
on his
Anthony
face.
Lee.
But you want to see a
I
smile?
look like some World League Council guys.
Seth Manfield
Yeah.
has done it.
Let's see. I
Yeah,
don't see
I don't
that
know,
much
it's Worlds,
food.
like,
I don't see
everybody's
that much
happy to be
food
here.
back there. Where's the food at, yo?
Right? I mean, just every single game.
Mhm.
His draws were amazing. And remember,
Just keep.
keep
I
in
got an eye
mind,
on the food,
game
dude.
two,
I don't see that much.
it wasn't
This
even
some
about a
bald guy.
moment.
That's Maddie. I
Kept
was
that
wondering if
one
that's Tristan or
lander
Maddie.
and just got
Somebody
there
else.
easily, rattling off some
It's Maddie.
some lands.
Alex.
So, you know, it takes a little
Let's
bit of luck
see.
and a whole lot of
Looks
skill.
like Pat. Is that Pat?
Is that
Yeah.
fucking?
there?
Is that Chapin? Yeah.
Incredible performance
Chapin
for
there?
Seth Manfield here in Bellevue.
Yeah, what is Chapin doing here?
Securing a
What do you mean, dude?
world
Does
championship.
he live in
know.
Vegas?
10
Maybe.
years from his
Like,
This is Seattle
Yeah.
or
Seth,
Bellevue.
you know,
Yeah,
I
it's
won a
Seattle,
world
true.
championship, but
I thought it was
drew
in
my own
Vegas for
card.
some reason.
Now he gets to
Man.
start thinking about what he wants.
Was that
Double
the
Worlds is
motivation?
nice.
Look, you've
Yeah,
already won it
wow.
once. Right?
I mean, Seth is probably the greatest player, right?
The card, right?
Yeah.
Think
Yeah,
it's better than Javier? We
I
have to
don't know
see
what
who
the
are the
process
best.
is now.
Mhm.
But
I mean,
there's a lot of options, and he can
Javier might be
definitely
better,
tell
but
the type
I mean,
of
Seth
card
is
that he
really good,
wants.
yeah.
So, you know,
It
he's
could
got a
be
lot
better.
of time to think about that right now, though. Definitely
I could believe
I'm
it.
not just riding the hype train. Like I've thought this for like a
Two-time
year.
world champion.
You can never ever.
Yeah, I mean, if I
count
had to
Seth
give
out.
some
Even
critique of
down
stats, I would say
0-2,
that
where, you know, like from our coverage perspective,
Uh,
he's not even on our radar at that.
I don't know. Maybe he
right?
drafts
He's not
aggro
near
decks
the
too
top of the
much.
standings. He's not
And
does?
at the
Seth?
top tables anymore.
His deck
and he
selection
just
maybe not the
quietly
best. I mean,
and
I'm not trying to
consistently
be a
worked
I
his
mean, obviously
way through
he's like top
day
3.
one, and
I think he's
then
like
all of a
he might be
sudden it's
second
like,
or
okay, he's
first
still around,
money
he's in the mix,
one
and
all
then he just
time.
won out.
I guess he didn't
Yeah,
pass
himself.
follow.
He
I think he's
wasn't
top
even
3
in
money one of all
the
I
time.
mean-
on day 2. I had no
Yeah.
idea how
Yeah.
he was doing, right? And then all of a
Well,
sudden,
this
we
100K
feature him
Like-
in
like,
season 2,
yeah.
rattles off back-to-back wins, and he just hasn't lost since
Ethically, he has maybe some of
June
a.
on Friday.
Like he doesn't have the greatest track
Yeah.
record
And
for
as
good
you said, he
reason.
didn't
Javier
lose
has a
today at
slightly
all, but
better
Sure.
sometimes
thing. Let me see. I'm gonna
there's
look at
many
the
different
list. Player
routes that you can
rankings.
take to get to a trophy
Let's
like
see.
this, but he took one of the
Sort by
most
money
impressive
one.
ones I've seen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he
And
just passed
man,
Javier.
this is
Before
a
this
lesson
weekend,
step.
Javier was
Might be a bit of a
580K and
problem.
Seth was
Might be a problem.
575K.
So we'll see if the metagame can adjust.
That's kind of not very much.
Javier's actually played more PTs than Seth, which is kind of
in the
surprising.
booth for
Like, you wouldn't
Pulchy and
expect
Marshall
that.
Sutcliffe saying thank
Well,
you.
that's
Let's head
cool.
on back to the news desk.
5-6.
I mean, yeah, those have got to be the 2 best players in the
Congratulations
game right now.
once again to our new world champion.
Let's
Seth
see. I mean, the Praz is pretty good too, but
done
it
it
seems fair to
twice.
say
A lot of
Seth
your
is better, I guess.
Yeah, the Pro's probably number 3.
But the Praz is pretty like locked out. It seems like he doesn't really test for these events. I don't know if he's listening if you disagree, but like
They were even saying on
It's
camera
definitely
that
not.
like he played a list that like they were saying like when he won Worlds a couple of years ago, everyone said his list was outdated, and now everyone's saying his list is outdated again.
And then we're back here.
So you
I
know,
mean, I don't know. Like maybe he's playing outdated lists. I don't know, but I mean, he's definitely trying for this event.
So
yeah,
I
he's
guess
definitely
they
trying. But I mean,
really
like
give
he
the
well, he
deck
almost
a
said he wanted to
you
quit
know?
Magic
Well,
if
it's
they're
just
gonna
kind
have
of
all
a
the PTs in
Seth,
America
Sam
and stuff like.
I'd heard that a
Yeah,
couple PTs
right?
ago. Yeah.
They play the same deck
I mean,
together,
I understand if you
good
don't
for
like
Sam then.
America that
So if they
much.
both
Like
make top 8,
that's very
But
fair.
it's
You know?
Sam's
playing
gonna
in
win.
the world,
That's not great for Sam,
you
and
know.
his parents would keep flying in.
Let's
Yeah.
see
when
who
this
else. So
happens.
Seth,
And then Sam immediately gets
yeah,
eliminated.
Marcio.
So not great for the Pardee
There's only
clan,
5 people who
but
have
really
over
good for the Manfield
500k
clan.
won.
It does feel
Nassif,
like part of the
Marcio, Seth, Javier,
recipe for
Paulo.
the Seth
There's only one
victory is the
American.
Sam Party
6 is
sacrifice
John.
in the
7 Kai.
quarterfinals. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a story here of Seth
Wow.
Did you
Mansfield.
see the
Again, you both
update to the
touched on it
Gathering
10 years
stats
ago.
website? You can sort
World
by country
champion
now.
here in Seattle.
Oh
Again,
no, that's
he is
cool.
our world
And you can sort by
champion,
region
and what
too,
a
North
fantastic
America.
season we've
I'm
had
69 in North
overall.
America. I
We're
need to
going
get
to say
my
thank you to Seth
dollars
Mansfield
up.
here by way of giving him his trophy. Here's Riley Knight.
I'm right above David Williams and below
Well, thank you very
Eduardo
much, Maria, and
Walupa,
welcome to
which
our
is kind of
coverage
funny. They're
for the
kind of
last
funny
time here
players if
at
you know
World
them.
Championship 31. I am
David,
standing
no,
with
I don't know
new
who David
world
Williams
champion
is.
Seth
Oh, you don't?
Manfield. Seth,
You
Oh,
don't want
is
to
he
know.
an old schooler?
journey
Yeah,
this
he's kind of like
weekend has been
he was like
for
on
you.
Top
Let's
Chef
go all the
once
way
or
back to the
sometime.
beginning
Yeah,
here
he was like an
to
old
talk
school
about
kind
how
of
the
Magic
tournament
pro,
started.
but he was kind of like
Zero
a
and
mini celeb, I guess, because he was like
not the start you would have
played
wanted. How did
poker
you
and was
make
like
it
on
back in
Iron
there
Chef and
rattle off so
stuff.
many wins?
And there was a
Okay,
big
okay.
controversy around him
I don't know. I mean,
because
it's
they did
I
like
just
some,
feel
you know, like that
it's
power, like the Vintage
I don't
Cube IRL
know
draft
why this happened,
they did.
but
Uh,
I am just
Yeah,
Rem-
I mean the one
Like
in Las
very happy
Vegas.
that it
yeah,
did.
the one that the whole Bean
It's
family
been
played
10
in.
years. It's just like
Yeah.
it's a surreal moment.
It's
Yeah, Watsy
incredible
did
the
that
way to
like
win a
10
world
years ago, and they
championship
invited
once,
pro
to
players,
win
and
it
one of the players
twice,
they invited was David
10 years apart
Williams
in the same
randomly, like just
city.
because.
Oh, wow.
I know it's going to be very
So
hard
that was
for you
kind
to
of how
encapsulate how you're feeling right
he
now.
got
We'd love
famous.
to
I
know
guess
what's
not
going
really,
through your
but
mind, what's going
let's
through your
see.
heart.
I mean,
Oh, Kyle Rose is yeah
I
57.
I
Sean
was very
McLaren.
focused. The deck has
That's-
a lot going on. I'm gonna take it all in with my family when I get back home with my teammates, who I'm so thankful for. You know, Matt Nass, he
Matt
broke
Nass, give
it
him a shout out.
obviously, and we just kind of hopped on after.
And Ass is Canadian? I thought he was American.
No, he.
I don't know if
I
it
don't
was
know if you heard
him,
what
but
Seth
he
is
was the
saying.
one that
Seth
brought
was
it to our
apparently
team.
Matt Nass built the deck or
So
whatever.
thank you to him. Thank you to everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
On the team.
So he was thanking Matt Nass or whatever.
We did crush it.
Oh, sure. No, I'm not
I'm
watching
not
the
gonna
stream.
lie
I
about that.
closed it.
The
Yeah.
deck
Okay.
the deck is really good.
Seth said the deck is good.
You know, I wish I had played a
Wow,
little
really?
bit,
The winner of the tournament thought it was good.
you know,
I
better
mean,
with
yeah,
my
of
triggers,
course.
better with my
Seth
mechanics
says he
with it.
says I wish I played better, or
But
I don't know if he said tighter. Or like
I'm
more
just very
cleaner.
happy. This is
He
my
he
first
probably
time
meant
finals
cleaner,
10 years
if I had to
ago
guess.
in Seattle.
But I don't know.
Like,
I mean, you could always play
it's
better,
scripted anyway.
like tapping his river fire verges and shit.
Seems like
right?
an absolute dream come true for
maybe
you,
maybe
Seth,
that's
mate.
what he meant.
We
Maybe he
don't
wishes he
wait
tapped
one
his
moment
his
longer
mountain
to
instead
present
of
you
his
with this
river
wonderful
fire.
trophy. My friends,
I don't know.
everywhere here in the hall, all around the world,
Right.
he's done it
you
again.
leaving?
After
I'm just
10
watching
years,
Seth-
Seth Manfield is
Seth
once
talk.
Yeah.
again the world
Okay.
champion.
Yeah, but it was fun to commentate. I wish
Was
the
it fun,
matches
though,
were
or
more
was it,
exciting,
like,
but
I mean, it was probably one of the hardest. That was good preparation. That was one of the hardest matches to probably commentate.
well, I guess so, right? Like if I was on the official coverage, I'd be losing I'd have lost my mind. Like, oh god, what do I do? What do I talk about? Like we had to talk about like Neoform and stuff.
No, we're talking about like how they should sideboard. You know, should they side in Soul Guide?
Yeah, I mean yeah,
Can
we're
the
trying.
other
But...
player come back? And you'd be like, you know, what about the deck lists? You know, like stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay,
The
this is
story
the
of
end.
this Magic
I guess the stream
competitive
is
season
ending.
has